The thoughts, opinions, and most importantly the perspectives expressed in this show are solely those of the participants including all guests, and do not reflect the opinions or practices of More Heights Media and or any of its production or advertising partners. Furthermore, More Heights Media does not endorse or condone all topics discussed during this broadcast. This show is purely for entertainment.
I remember when I was in school in New York, so this is 2004, people were telling me, yo, you know Diddy's into some weird, crazy right? Like I've heard he likes guys and he be doing this. I was like, man, I just thought that as like haters, like rumors, because the image of Diddy I saw, it just didn't compute to me. I'm glad you brought that up. Obviously, there's been a couple of the Biggie Tupac documentaries and real life depictions come out. Up until this documentary, I've always kind of taken it as conspiracy theory a little bit. Seeing the documentary last night, the new Diddy doc, I was like, nah, he's for sure involved in some capacity. I'm convinced Diddy was a part of that.
There's him.
And then you're going after everyone's girl that you idolize.
Yep. Kind of reminds me of another figure that's out there right now, or is known for taking other people's girls. I thought of that.
From that perspective, I see what you're talking about.
To me, whenever I see guys trying to be too flashy, that's a sign of insecurity to me.
Oh, for sure. You.
Like if there's a problem, I just want to talk about it because I want to like fix it and move on. Yeah.
But is it talking or that you make everything an issue?
That's a good one.
Because you want things done in a certain way.
Maybe.
Your perspective.
Maybe.
Welcome to Speak Your Perspective.
That's when I had those 2 10-inch Clarion subs in the back. And that beat hit? Oh, buddy.
That's when a girl told me that Jeezy's the man in town, not Ludacris. I was corrected.
Yeah, eh?
And the A back then?
Shout out everybody in the A, yo.
Jeezy. But shout out to Luda. Can't disrespect the catalog.
Shout out Luda, too. Last time I saw that guy, he was stumbling out of the door. We'll save that story for another day, though. Back for another week of some perspective. You got some familiar faces and somebody, I guess, who's becoming a bit more familiar. Seeing as how we got a few people that aren't here. Let me hit that one.
No face.
To start off with for the week. No face. Face ain't here this week. So back again. Corey Kareem.
Filling in. Shout out to Barbados. They had their Independence Day last week. Flying fish and cuckoo.
Did you get some of the Mount Gay?
Nah. Forgot about it.
No Diddy.
That's
no Diddy's all episode.
There's the title right there.
Where could they find you though?
Yeah, Corey Kareem on Instagram or CoreyKareem.com or on YouTube. 3 Questions Podcast. Holla at your boy.
What about on Amazon, bro?
I want to work that in. I got a nice little plan. Don't worry.
You could do it 2 times.
I got a nice little. Hey, let me speak your television language. I have an integration that I'd like to do.
Hey, man.
Don't worry. I got a nice tie-in. You ever seen? You remember when
backdoor producing too now? Eh?
You ever seen when?
I know. No Diddy.
You remember when Skip Bayless and Shannon had their show together?
Yeah.
And they used to do the Mountain Dew stuff.
Yeah.
That was crazy. I was like, that was smart. That little Mountain Dew integration they used to do.
Even the ones that I like is pardon the interruption. At the end when my boy does the shout out everybody in Canada and waves a flag. I love it every time, yo.
Yeah, there you go.
But I guess we'll get to the 3 question stuff later.
Yeah.
The
one and only.
Hello.
That 11's on the print, huh?
I think Pre needs a group hug today. We gotta bring out the vibe, man.
During the break?
Yeah, we gotta give Pre a group hug.
Yeah,
she needs some energy.
When's the last time you got a group hug though?
Today, actually.
Say a word. At the event you were just at?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll talk about that after too, I guess.
I did a little group hug.
But Pre, where could they find you?
On Instagram at pre_pre.
But so much more importantly at
www.bodyammo.ca.
Especially for the holiday season, no?
Yeah, for sure.
You got bears on deck or?
I mean, everything's custom, so if you guys want something, just hit me up.
What about the ones? You know any ones lingering?
Yeah, the 3 stores I'm at, so hit them up. Make Way, Fitting Room, and Face Studios.
But if they need more information, visit the website.
Yeah. Or DM me.
Can I also shout out your cooking that I was exposed to? You know, y'all know Pre, your girl be throwing it down.
Yeah, right. Hold on, tell this story.
I just found out 5 hours ago. What? She be throwing it down in the kitchen.
How did you find out though?
On her Instagram.
Oh, somebody asked me if that guy's wearing 2 watches.
Yeah,
They said to me,
I am. 'Cause I'm trying to work on my sleep, bro. So this is all health. This is.
But you're not sleeping right now.
But I not today. Today I actually had my best sleep. Last night I had my best sleep ever. 7 hours and 15 minutes, and my duration was good. Quality has improved. I was at 60-something%.
But why don't you just put on the second watch when you go to bed?
But I also want to track. I went to the gym.
Oh, yeah,
today
like
too.
your steps.
Yeah.
I don't know if I can do it.
Yeah.
I feel weird sleeping with that thing on my wrist.
Honestly,
you get used to it.
You get used to it, man.
Yeah, but behind the scenes, we got Knots. Whoops, sorry, my bad.
But this my YouTube. This video by YouTube.
For all the behind the scenes Mitch magic, audio and video. SB, you ready to do this, bro?
Yeah.
Typing away?
Just hit me. Nas kind of looks like Waka Flocka to me a little bit.
Nah, don't do that.
And Waka Flocka's a good looking dude, though.
Man, I'm staying away from this one.
That's not a compliment. That's not a compliment.
It'd be a compliment if you
That's
told Waka
pre.
Flocka that he looks like Nas.
Yo. Anyways, I'd love to have long hair and just do this one time.
Me too.
You know?
But yeah, find him. Zealous Authentic Pictures. Keep him booked.
Keep him busy.
I know nothing that call it bun fi bun.
Whatever. You got me. Bun. You can find me on Instagram at What's Up Bun. But so much more importantly over here.
Don't say it like that, though. I don't like how you said that about yourself.
Yeah, whatever, man. It's been that kind of week.
God damn.
Yeah.
Now let's get it all in perspective.
SB the Student. Find him on Instagram.
At SB the Student.
Fur coats and all, eh?
Yeah.
Got the drip outside this week too with the gold chain on black.
Everything.
Yeah. Eh?
Yeah. Quick shout out, if you're watching this right now and you can see this, to Denise David. The Denise David collection. Check her out on IG. She's a designer from Toronto. Me and her put this together.
Oh, you put it together? It's another one of those SB exclusives?
Correct. Yeah, this is like the second season of the 101s.
So where's the other one?
I still got it.
Mans can't get a one wear, bro? Nah, not on some back in the day shit?
Nah.
You never lent out no jacket, no nothing back in the day?
No.
Your cousin never gave you a jacket? Like,
None of my cousins are my age. Everyone's older than me. If anything,
No
I was
hand-me-downs,
the one stealing stuff. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, no one. Everyone's older, way older.
I like it. I like this one better than last year's.
I agree. Me too.
How you feel about it?
This is crazy.
It's nice.
I'll take that.
I like it better than last year's too.
Yeah.
Anybody who wants to know what we're talking about, go back and watch an episode from last year.
It's a lot more effort, man. A lot more effort. Even like the hoodie, like the last time I threw this thing on, it was kind of like not as big, but like this is like.
What kind of fur is that?
It's rabbit. Yeah.
Okay. Giving me a little
let me get
Drake Party Next Door album cover.
Real bad man.
I should have had that ready for you, bro.
I'll take that. Yeah. But
Yeah,
like my favorite thing is this lining. I took all the lining. You can't find this lining anymore.
All you need, you got Tim's on?
No. What do you mean Tim's on? I don't even know what that means.
Tim's
Like
Tim's.
shoes.
No. I meant the lining.
Because all you need for a good photo op.
Oh, I got you. Yeah.
Tim's with a husky dog. I think that's a good little photo right there.
Yeah.
I got the Tim's. You get there's a husky 2 doors down. I
I don't know. It depends on the owners. They might think this is husky. No, I'm kidding. Yeah. Shout out to her though. Like she really put it together. It was good to like go out.
How much are those going for?
We'll figure that all out. Someone shoot me up if you're actually interested though.
Yeah, but you're trying to make a cut off of it, or you're leaving that for her?
No, this is my vision. But like we could figure something out with her too. Like I have a deal with her. But yeah, the vision.
Right.
She put it together though. You know, credit.
We can get to some scammers later.
We could. I took a shot already.
I'm glad you identified it, but
often I don't address it. I just kind of like smile inside.
Oh, that's a good one. Yo. You want to go first? How was your week? Because you came in here all like
I'm
nice
good.
stuff.
Because I just feel like my shit's gonna be too long. So like I'm good with
Before
hearing
somebody else go first.
Yeah.
Pre, or shall we allow?
Nah, man, ladies first.
What a gentleman.
I like the
My
kicks,
week wasn't that great. I wasn't feeling too well, so I was just very chill. Very, very
You
chill.
never went out anywhere?
And I did.
So, let's hear about it.
But it was not, it was a very, what's the word? I don't know. It was a very hood spot.
Oh, I want to hear all about this now, actually.
Now I'm
What?
interested.
Banquet hall vibes?
It kind of, it was called Central. It's like Weston and Lawrence, Jane-ish area.
Definitely.
Yeah. Didn't want to go. Shouldn't have gone. I don't know why. Anyways, yeah. Anyways, music was great.
Oh, so hold on. Central's still around? Oh! I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Holy.
Your brother got what? Oh,
Yo,
that's
what's
that's
That was
terrible.
so casual.
I know.
It's like, yeah, my brother got shot there.
Yeah, are you talking into your mic, bro?
No, he's not.
What were you saying, though?
So was it like a fight, or like he was just?
But you had to start all over again. You said your brother got shot.
Yeah. It was one of those.
Like scuff, wrong place, wrong time.
One of them ones.
So he wasn't the intended target?
You could have spiced that up a little bit more.
That's terrible.
Like they're rolling dice.
How soon did you hear about it? Like when it happened? Huh? The day after?
The day after.
What was your reaction when you heard?
Say again?
What was your initial reaction when you heard? Do you remember?
Well, I heard from him, so I knew he was all right.
That's a good feeling.
But yeah, it was just the first thought is, yo, you're good.
You don't have like a what the F moment?
For sure.
Straight through? Like clean exit wound?
Yeah.
That's good.
You weren't like, give me the green light.
I don't think there was a retaliation type of thing, but
I guess
okay.
not. I know I'm playing.
Yeah.
I missed
Anyways.
what did I miss? The green light to say what?
To
Black on
retaliate.
black crime type shit? Like, what were you going to say?
That was it. Just let me roll up on him.
Okay. Whatever. Corey, how was your week? Or maybe even day, because you're fresh off an event. You were just at Tristan Merrick's.
Shout out to the boy Tristan, Troy, Alicia. They threw so they're all, for the people who don't know, they're all film directors, local black film directors. They all got amazing pieces. Some of them have won awards, have been entered into all the film festivals across the world. And they all got a Jamaican background or Jamaican heritage. And so, as many of you guys know, massive hurricane hit Jamaica like a month and a half ago.
Yeah.
So they got together, put all their films together, sold tickets, and all the proceeds from the tickets are going to a hurricane relief fund for Jamaica. So I came out to support. Yeah. So shout out to all of them.
That's nice.
How was it? Like,
it was good.
Had you already seen all of their short films?
I've seen Tristan's. I haven't seen Troy's. I forget whose went first. I watched that, and it was pretty interesting. But I've definitely seen Tristan's for sure.
How short are they when they say short, for people who aren't familiar with short films?
Well, the first one was actually pretty long. That one was like 40 minutes. So I think it's definitely past the short category. Yeah. Tristan's, I know, is like 15-ish. Alicia's, I haven't seen hers, but I think hers is also on the same ballpark in terms of time.
You've also produced your own short story before that, right?
I've only been attached to other people's projects. Like, I'm an EP on Tristan's project.
Okay.
I just do the EP thing.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not as talented as you or not. You know what I mean? Like, I do the networking, getting the right people in the room, find you some money. That's like...
Is that on your LinkedIn, though?
I don't even have a LinkedIn page, if you want to bring this up.
I mean... Was it on your LinkedIn page?
So you want to know, I got hacked.
No, I watched the episode.
Okay, yeah. So
yeah.
I'm trying to get that back.
How'd you feel about it, by the way?
In terms of what?
I'll go over the episode. Did you laugh?
It was interesting.
It wasn't funny at all? You weren't amused?
I don't know. I don't remember.
Were you entertained?
Were
you educated?
I was entertained. Got its moments.
Are you entertained?
I didn't like take notes, but like,
yeah,
there was definitely moments. I'm like, oh, that's interesting. I like when you're like, oh, SB's probably laughing when you guys are talking about the whole running thing.
Because I mentioned your name.
Yeah.
Oh, you run like that?
Sort of.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah.
Do you think the title was fitting, Bill 60?
Yeah. That made sense. I'm sorry that you're going through all that, though. Yeah, that sounds rough.
Yeah.
Oh, did you have your...
Oh, whoa. You guys never inserted that footage. That was crazy.
Oh.
That was the mic drop of that whole thing. I'm like, oh damn, I had a lot to say about that, but we can get to that way later on.
Yeah, but the footage was kind of borderline, so I don't know.
No, you could have
like a still.
You could have put that in there. You wouldn't have got flagged on that.
Hey man, she might come back 10 years from now and some. Hey, you think I didn't catch that one? Bring you guys to court.
Anyway, how was your court date?
We'll have Lori's back.
Oh, that's Monday.
Oh, I thought it was the 3rd.
No, it's the 8th.
I guess we'll see you again next week.
8th and the 11th.
Because we need to know.
8th and the 11th.
Right before the holidays, huh?
Oh yeah. So I'll know where I stand.
Where you stand, yeah.
So we shall see. But no, the week's been good. It's slow-ish, which I appreciate. And it's that time of year, going to a lot of events, plugging in.
It's that part. It's the events.
Might take a quick trip to New York. We'll see.
When are you thinking about that?
Next week.
Oh,
so
nice.
My boy out there is turning 40. He lives in Harlem. And then I can't go to New York without seeing my cousin who just had twins last year. She's in D.C. They're 4 hours apart. So I'm thinking I'm going to fly out there, take a train, and then just fly back.
So you're a road man for real, eh?
Listen, you only live once, brother.
Let me know if you legit do that. I might be out there next week too.
Okay, I'll definitely let you know.
After you guys. I might be in St. Lucia next week.
Okay. How this guy said?
Around and find out.
Let me find you.
You guys stay there, yo.
Sipping a pina colada on the beach. There you go. Go ahead and live, brother.
Yo.
That
part. That part.
Oh, I was gonna. Never mind.
What?
I don't want to air you out.
Hold on. Are you going by yourself?
Yo, don't ask me that, bro. What? Oh,
I got you.
Yo, don't do that.
Are you? Yeah.
He's taking one of those trips.
I was gonna be like, oh, are you going with your 8th photo? If y'all don't know,
What's that? Explain.
Just go to his IG.
Explain.
Just go to his IG.
That's crazy.
And his last, the 8th photo.
The 8th photo, huh?
Yo, not all of that's coming
No,
out.
it's not.
Oh boy. Speaking of my week though.
Are you gonna answer the question?
What question?
Are you going by yourself?
I don't know, man.
Oh, okay.
Fuck, bro.
Wow. All right.
Watch this part disappear from the
That's
fun.
crazy, bro.
That sounds like a yes. Yes, I am.
Anyways, you remember what I was gonna say? Sorry. My week. Yes, I was helping my daughters. Both of them had projects this week that are due sort of before they go under Christmas break, and they got to present. So you know, the presenting and the project
board?
itself. So the younger one had to create an instrument out of cardboard.
Oh.
So literally took apart a pizza box and made a guitar. So the cardboard, some toothpicks, and rubber bands.
That's cute.
Yo, we painted that joint, taped it together. So now she has to do a presentation and talk about why she chose the instrument, why she made it that color, how she uses it, and all that stuff.
Nice.
And then the other one, the older one who's 9, has to create a slideshow. But remember back in the day we used to do that stuff on PowerPoint?
Yeah.
They're using Canva. So I'm like, damn it, I'm gonna have to show you how to use Canva.
You don't have to show them, man. They're creative. They'll learn that stuff.
Nah, but I'm showing how to take screenshots, to crop everything and then put it on there, remove background, all of that stuff.
No, but Canva's getting actually really good at giving you tutorials too now, eh? So if you just give it to them,
they'll do it themselves.
They'll start picking it up themselves. It's kind of like when we had Kids Picks. You guys remember Kids Picks?
Nah, I don't still.
It was like when computers first came out, they'd have this little program where you
Rich
could
nigga shit, bro.
Shout out Melody Village. The Hard Rex though.
We're on Number Munchers, bro. Them times. I remember Oregon Trail. I remember Number Munchers. I remember Cross Country Canada. Remember Cross Country Canada? Those are my games. I don't know what you're talking about.
It wasn't even a game.
What was it?
It was like a program where you could draw. There were certain like not characters,
use
like
paint.
emojis.
Yeah, we
Whatever.
just use paint.
Paint.
Yeah, basically.
Whatever came with the computer.
That's crazy. What grade did you guys get computers in?
Oof, good question.
This is like grade 2, grade 3.
No, I didn't have my own computer until I was.
Your own computer or computer at school?
No, I'm talking school.
Oh,
Yeah, I think computer at school was like grade.
I didn't get my own computer. I had an older brother that just hogged that shit.
But he had a computer. You had a computer in the house though.
Yeah. Yeah. I didn't get my own thing till like way later on.
But to answer your other question, because my mom worked at a law firm, they would take the old computers. So my mom brought us a computer from early when you're typing in codes just to load the floppy disk. Like I was loading floppy disks in my computer,
Likewise.
and then typing in the code to make the computer recognize the disk to start the game.
It's crazy.
I'm playing Duke Nukem, wasn't that Need for
Duke
Speed?
Nukem, super throwback.
Doom.
Yeah, Doom. I remember
Doom was
that.
it.
Nigga, take Doom. Remember Doom?
Yeah, everyone
I
remembers
Duke Nukem, Doom.
Throwback.
There was a car racing game. I don't remember what it was though.
Scunny.
Nah, I don't remember what it was called, yo. But I had a car racing game too. Like, imagine having to type in B / semicolon enter. It was crazy, bro.
MS-DOS. Oh my God.
Exactly, yo.
Back to your kids though. My bad. I didn't mean to jump in there. So you're helping them with it.
Oh yeah,
She
well,
has to make a slideshow.
basically. So I'm showing how to use Canva, like copy, screenshotting off the internet, cropping it, pasting it back into Canva, remove background, adjusting the font and stuff. But she picked it up pretty quickly. I showed her once and she figured it out.
Nice.
Twice at the most. So that was pretty much my week. And then, I don't know, stumbled into Thursday and here we are. I don't know, but I feel like the highlight outside of that was this guy's comedy show. So I don't know if you want to start off because all of us were there for it.
Yeah, you guys were still, and I appreciate that a lot. Thank you.
That part.
I genuinely mean that too, because like pretty much the who's who of my life was pretty much there. And there's obviously some people that couldn't make it, just life, family, kids, all that stuff, which I totally understand. And I appreciate the effort. But then like everyone else that did make the effort, I respect it even more because I know how much harder it is at this age, you know?
That part.
I finally joined your guys' decade.
This remind us, you're not supposed to rush this guy during the break. Remember when guys were getting rushed for their birthdays?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
That one heckler might have tried that. I don't know. You guys see that thing? That was crazy.
That was ridiculous.
It was pretty ridiculous.
He had turned to me and was like, "Brother, can I smoke this in here?" And then I had like a little tiny spliff left.
Yeah.
And I'm like, "Just go through those doors to the patio and you can go smoke it there and come right back inside." But he's like, "Where? Over there?" I'm like, "Yeah, just go outside and smoke." He's like, "Do I have to?"
Yeah.
Yes. Like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, I don't know.
But he's the same one that came up and was.
That was wild. That was wild.
Do you remember what he
wild.
said?
Did you look back at your footage?
I looked back at it like briefly. Like I haven't had a time to really sit down yet because life still continues lifing.
He was saying the accent he can't fully understand. 'Cause I think they're fresh off the boat.
And that's what I was saying to him. I'm like, yeah, I don't understand you. And in real time, though, I was trying to be super, super careful because that could have got bad.
Because you would have got mad and...
Not me. I just think I think everybody thought it was like a setup. Like anyone that I've talked to, everyone's like, "Oh, is this a part of this show? Is this supposed to be happening?"
Oh, because it's kind
of... I didn't think that at all.
A lot of people did. They're like, "Oh, I didn't know what was happening." So when he kept going on, I was just like, "I don't want this guy to get hurt."
I'm starting to wonder, yo.
About what?
I think you may have set that up.
I
think he would have played like, if I'm bombing, I need you to like do something here and intervene. But if I'm Gucci, then just like slowly walk away. But you guys weren't reading each other, and then it turned into that.
Sure, if that's that's your shot.
Right, whatever.
Yeah. But again, shout out to like the reason I'm even rocking this right now. The whole point of this was I was gonna wear it at the show, but it became a little too heavy and like more jackety like. So I was preparing something for that. So again, shout out to Denise, the Denise David collection where luxury meets individuality. She had a booth out there. I'm not sure if you guys got to take a look at some of the stuff that she has, but she caters to a lot of... I was going to say,
that's her? That's what you're talking about?
Yeah. So she caters to a lot of luxury designs for women as well, but not just, like obviously men too. But she has like some really dope purses and stuff like that.
I saw them when I was talking to...
First King?
Yes.
Yeah, shout out First King too.
Yeah, I thought they're like bowl bags. They're cute.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did see them.
I guess original to her from what I understand.
Yeah, I haven't seen that before.
Yeah. So she's got a lot of that. She's actually at the prototype fashion show where fashion meets art just a couple of months ago. So she's one of the featured artists out there too. Or designers, I should say. But enough with the shout outs.
Only going up this year.
Yeah, man. So yeah, thanks for coming out there. I don't know. I wanted to bring in the milestone birthday with, I don't know, my style. I wanted to do something different. I wanted to do something big. I wanted to be celebrated while letting everyone else have a good time and have some fun, and then also trying something out new for myself, which was all of that.
From 5 years ago when we were sitting at the table and having that conversation, to see you do that on Sunday, I'm happy for you.
No, I appreciate that.
I'm proud of you too at the same time, bro.
Yeah, no, me too.
You had a great set.
Thank you.
You had a great set. It got a little dark, but it was funny.
I appreciate
and I'm
that.
like,
dark. Are we talking about that?
What?
We can talk
when
about
it got dark.
You guys have a green light to say whatever you want.
Honestly, so I brought like a couple of my friends.
Yeah.
And so whatever you were going on, and then when you got to like that one joke, they all looked at me, and they're like, "Are my mouth dropped?" And I was like, I don't know where this is going. Like I haven't seen him perform before, and then
looked at you because you brought us here.
Like they were just like, "What is what's happening?"
Yeah.
And then, anyways, your next line like was just funny. So then I was like, "Am I even? Should I be laughing at this? Like I don't know."
Yeah, I know.
But it was good. You took a risk, and I think it paid off.
I respect it.
It was good.
You respect it?
I listen.
Do you want to tell the joke so for listeners know what we're talking about, or
we could talk about it? You could say it though, like,
or you'd rather them go watch it when it's out?
Nah, I don't know if I'm going to put it out like that.
I do have one question, which all my friends ask. They're like, "Is that true?" And I was like, "I don't know."
Yeah, no, I wouldn't joke. I think if that wasn't true and you're joking about it, then you're crazy.
Well, I don't know.
You're talking about the hanging?
Yeah.
No, that's a true story.
Oh, that's true.
It's a true story. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. It's a lot of people not a lot, but again, there's probably like between 170 to 180, 170 to 180 people there. Only going up this year. There ain't an empty seat there, you know what I mean?
So, and he's not lying. We're not boosting, we're not fabrics, it's just me.
Yeah.
The room was packed.
I did not have a seat.
Exactly.
You got the footage. I mean, whatever. But at this point, it's not even...
Just make sure at the next one.
Yeah.
Because we ain't playing around.
I mean, like the capacity...
It was a great turnout.
The capacity is 200. You get what I'm saying?
Great turnout.
So at that point, there wasn't really much more I could have asked for. But I say that to share... I had a lot of close friends and family out there, and some of them know that happened. So that's from April 2019, and I'm like...
Right.
I don't want to say still recovering, but there was a moment where I wanted people, like... How do I say this? Just cut me off if I'm talking too much, but... The way that I wanted to create it is I could have gone for the whole 10 minutes and just made you laugh. Ha, 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 ha. Like, I could have kept doing that.
Yeah.
But respectfully, that's easy. I wanted to emotionally engage you as well.
And that's what good comedians do.
I was just going to say that.
That's the hard part, to have to break that into your routine.
But I also
with
think
the ha 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 moments too.
It's hard
so
to
it's
do
like
that.
as you master that, but it takes
No, I'm
that
saying
type of...
it's hard to also just be funny all the time, because
that too.
Again, honest feet. Like I thought, like the girl, whoever, she was very funny.
Shout out Thea.
I think that she killed it.
Yeah.
But obviously, there are some times where like with comics, like their jokes don't land. So like 100%. You know what I mean. So it's also hard to do the ha 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 along with like tying emotions into it too.
Yeah. So some comedians are dependent on voice changing and all that other type of dumb shit. Where it's like, good comedians don't need that.
I don't even want to say good comedians deserve it or need it or don't need it. I think everyone has their audience. You go
exactly. Yes.
You are for whoever is into you. Your target.
Just like our show.
So I think
pretty much.
And then you learn with that too, right? Like you adapt to the audience.
But like in my display, I didn't want to just exercise something that I already know that I can do. I didn't want to just go ha 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 ha. Got you. Like
invoke some feeling here.
Yeah,
give me something else.
But like if you
let me
really
feel something.
Like if we're to like
make me laugh.
If we're to break down the set though, like for the first like let's just say 30% of it, it's back to back. I'm just making you laugh. All right, cool. But now I'm like, let me like really let you guys in this 10 minutes know me.
What my life is really like. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. And that's why when you ask that question, whether that really happened or not, I'm like, if that didn't really happen.
Didn't. Oh, is that what you said? Didn't.
Yeah, if it didn't really happen versus it did happen. Exactly. But that's where you would lose a whole lot of ratings.
I respect it though, because to your point, I think you're trying to make, I think the most, I'll say, instead of using the best comedians, I think the most memorable comedians can teach you about life, society, with even dark realities.
Exactly. Dark humor.
Like Dave Chappelle is masterful at doing that. And they have a word for comedians that just do the ha ha ha, at least in the black comedian world. They call them working the chitlin circuit. Like that's like you're just hilarious. They're gonna tell you the same kind of it's kind of like watching a Tyler Perry movie. You know exactly
that part.
What you're gonna get, right? It's
very, listening to a Gunna song.
It's very formulaic. Where I feel like when you have the opportunity to share a story that happened to you and impacted your life, you have an opportunity to teach people. And that's why I feel like comedians are more powerful than people give them credit to, because they could like take a situation that's dark and you have this moment where you can control the audience. You have them hanging on.
Yeah. Like that, even that part right there, I wanted you guys to get to know me in 10 minutes. As much as everybody does know me, they don't fully know me, if you know what I mean, you know? So that was one of those moments where I'm like, okay, it's not always going to be easy. Life is dark. Things happen. You got to find a way to smile and make it funny, for example. And then I lead into it. You know what I mean? And I don't know. Like, yeah, I guess I could like kind of...
do what?
I don't want to
tweak it a little bit.
No, I don't really want to say it just like because I don't want to. But like ultimately, for whoever's listening right now, I'm talking about my cousin that committed suicide, and I just speak on how he did it without just saying it right now, and try to make light of it, you know. And I don't expect a lot of people to understand because I know how much I've sort of cried throughout that whole period. And what that meant to me, but my relationship with him was such that we would be burning each other all the time. Like our jokes were at each other's expense, but we're laughing. Like even when it's like, you know, like you're hurt, but you're laughing. Yeah. And like, oh, you got me, but like I don't want to laugh, but I'm laughing. That kind of relationship, like it's been like that from day one. I'd even go as far as saying like a lot of my humor from the very beginning I got from him because I grew up with him. Like I learned how to talk from them. Like I lived with my cousins and all that in India beforehand, right? So it was emo, but I also wanted to flip the narrative in my own life. Like even when I'm saying the whole depression thing, like that's all real. Like I know what I've gone through. Yeah, it's not clinical, but you know, you deal with it your own way. I don't need to go to the doctor and be prescribed something. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that, but I just didn't do any of that. So I wanted to make that message for everybody because I know people go through things, and there's a lot of people in that crowd that are going through things.
I think you definitely brought it full circle.
You know
what I mean? Yeah, with humor, and I think that's hard to do. And I think you just did a great job.
I really appreciate that, man, because I know you have like a different side, of, like a sense of humor where you're not easily amused. So it means a little bit more.
Easily amused? No, she's hard to please.
I never said that. Whoa, this guy. Whoa. Yeah,
really?
That's funny.
Well, you gonna learn today, boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I thought about wearing my bulletproof vest because I'm next to
maybe.
But on that note, when you guys talked about the last episode, like sidetrack for a quick moment, the amount of times that you said you gotta come for me. Yo,
I didn't know. I didn't know.
How many guys are probably busting their nut listening to that shit on repeat?
Come on, did your
I never thought about it from that way, you know?
Oh my God.
I never thought about it from that way.
You don't have to talk about
and
that.
then ask her. Let's ask her. Don't come for me.
Ask her.
You were like a dumb
No. Since we're here asking questions, what's up?
Did your DMs go up?
You know.
Wow. So we can talk about it in the break.
That's gonna become a
Patreon. Christmas special Patreon. That's what we're doing.
She said, "Come for me."
That part.
Dudes were like, "All right."
Oh man. Not to take us back into a sad space though, but because of what Corey had mentioned too, and what you had just said about your whole cousin thing.
Yeah.
My humor's always just been dry, right? Yeah. But eventually I found out that people do enjoy some of my dry humor. But one of the people I was able to laugh with, even in some of those like sensitive moments, was my mom. Like I would always give my mom some of those like, you probably shouldn't be saying that right now, but it's like you get it from a comedic standpoint. Like there's a thought that still goes like this through your brain. Yeah. And I would say it, and I used to have my mom cracking up over shit sometimes. And that's kind of how I knew at least somebody gets my humor. And then doing this now, it's like, oh shit, I guess I can make people laugh sometimes. So it's like, whatever, we got something going here.
It's not like, I also looked at the whole thing like, yo, it's for me. Like, you know what I mean? Like, ultimately, yeah, I'm experimenting. That's the first show that I've ever produced. You know, so I don't know.
Congratulations.
I appreciate that, man. Thank you.
I mean, anybody who might be following, how many shows have you done?
When you say
done a few,
you say produce, just from my own understanding.
Yeah.
So you picked the lineup.
Yo, quite honestly, like I'm gonna talk a little arrogantly right now.
I'm doing some Diddy shit.
Yeah, like respectfully, everything, like from beginning to end, everything. Picking who's there. Thank you.
This one too.
And that's why it meant so much. That's why it meant so much for everybody that showed up and supported. Because like from creating the flyer to selling the tickets to, these guys are there with me while we're setting up the tables and the chairs where everything is gonna be. You know what I mean? And if you really notice the lineup, even, but I'll plug it in after. But like when you notice the lineup itself, the first guy's Punjabi, right?
It was diverse.
Facts.
So that was intentional.
100% intentional. 100%. Like it's.
And that worked. I think it really worked.
Like that entire thing, in my opinion, is a quintessential example of diversity from the audience, because you got people there that are from like 16 to like 70. Every single.
You see the time too.
You found it there. The dime is a dime.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Every single race, which is what, Toronto, right? You got white people, but not just white people. Different versions of white people. You got Indian people, but not just. Like every kind of Indian person, you know? You got Gujarati, you got Goa, you got Punjab, you got whatever. You got Jamaicans, you got Nigerians, you got people from Barbados, you got
Funny, somebody asked me that because of the last episode too. They're like, Pree's Indian? I'm like, yes. Like both of her parents.
Yeah. Because she doesn't.
Indian? I'm like, yes. And then I explained that like you're Sikh and she's
Gujarati.
She's looking at you.
I saved you.
Go
ahead, say it.
Say it. What am I?
No, you speak Gujarati.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So?
But you're Hindu.
There you go.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Cool.
You took a long time.
Nah, because this guy jumped in.
No.
And then you gave me the look, and I'm like,
you've known me for way too long.
I don't want the like gun fingers to come out.
Look at where my hands are.
You might still be making them while they're in there.
You ever seen them Western movies, bro?
I will punch you.
But I didn't mean to interrupt. But
it's all good.
Yeah.
It's all good.
But people, like, for just the lens that people might have, like the perspective.
No, but that's what I'm saying about the audience. That's what I'm saying about Toronto. That's what I'm saying about my circle. Like it's like there's a huge level of diversity. So I wanted everyone to get a feel. So again, to producing the show and deciding the lineup, yes. So the first guy's Punjabi. He specializes more. I don't want to even say specializes, but he does more humor or jokes or sets in Punjabi and Hindi. So he's in the South Asian community quite a bit. But he doesn't even know this. But like we have a mutual friend. But I just wanted to almost put him on just because like it's my people. I don't have like a direct relationship with him or anything like that. It was more like I want to put on my people, you know. And I say that a lot, but I wanted to act out of it too. And I think it's hilarious that there's two Sunnies on the card. It's like, you guys are worried about your Tim's jobs? Like, now we're taking over everything. So he's there. And then right after him is my next boy, and he's Canadian, like white, you know? Right after him is Thea. And
she
killed it.
Yeah, she
half Jamaican and like half white, right? And like, shout out to her, because again, we just got to know each other right now, but I've heard a lot of good things about her. And
it was the halfway pregnant thing for me, yo. She's like, I just want to be this pregnant.
Yeah, no, she's got a lot. There was a next one for me that she didn't even do on this that I don't even want to talk about because she'll probably do it at some other point. Yeah. But shout out to Danton. He's the one that introduced me to her in the first place. So he made the suggestion, and it wasn't like she was the only one. There was a couple other females that I was looking into because I definitely wanted a female on the card. It just would have been weird otherwise. You know, again,
good on you. Good on you.
Yeah, talking into the diversity again, right? Yeah. Right after her, it's like you could say he's white or whatever, but like, yo, he's Jewish, you know, different. Right after him is me. I'm different. Right after me is another white guy, but he's Italian.
Right? Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. Right. And I'm saying it like that on purpose, by the way. Right after him is another guy, and he's Iranian. But now within all that, he's also bisexual. Right. So I hit that one too.
What's his name?
Forehead HP.
Yeah, Forehead HP.
Yeah,
he's pretty good too.
You get what I'm saying? Yeah. He's probably the most experienced on there. Like he's got a like a lot of experience to the point where he teaches and stuff like that. I've done a class under him. How about that? Yeah, like time ago. So only going up this I got a lot of respect for him.
It's then it's dope if you did like a class under him and then you go and produce a show and you're like, hey, like be on the bill. Like that's pretty
100%.
That's pretty dope.
Yo, but like to his credit too though, like I don't want to say mentor because then it just sounds weird, but like he guided me a lot too. Like he gave me a lot of good tips. I appreciated that. I respected that. And it was like selfless. Yeah. You didn't have to do any of that. Like there was a lot of things that a lot of those guys did that they didn't have to do. And they just did it like without me even asking, which meant a lot, you know? Of course. And shout out to Danton too. Again, like you see black, but I mean like he's American, but he's also been internationally like, yo, this guy's performed in Japan.
He had some sleepers still.
Yeah.
He had a couple
He's performed in Russia, Czech Republic. Like,
oh, wow.
He's like got his own comedy lab downtown Toronto right now, which is really well known in the city. So everyone was like a somebody in their own way, you know what I mean? But it's like even him giving me just points on how to host. So yeah, I've never produced before, right? Yeah. But it was
go back to the conversation we were just having yesterday. Everybody's a somebody in their own state. You just
For
when
sure.
you know, you know.
Yeah, yeah,
like
yeah.
When you know, you know.
Yeah, yeah. And then, but like, just
when
to
you
him,
find out,
just to him, like I've gone to Comedy Lab and performed at his open mics multiple times, and I just see how he carries himself. Like he didn't have to do any of that, but I got a pretty good eye at judging characters, and this was just a good experience in that regard, you know. But yeah, like I could keep going, but like I don't know if you guys had any questions or what. But yeah,
I don't know if we got that much time. We got plenty of things to get
not good with all that.
get going with.
It was a great show.
No, I appreciate that. Thank you.
Speaking of characters, though, we got some Diddy
after the break.
Some Diddy to catch up on.
Oh Lord!
With the new doc. Yeah, we'll be back after this quick break.
Yeah.
Like, share, comment, and subscribe. New episodes weekly. Stay in the know with Speak Your Perspective.
Dipping in the phantom, thought they seen a ghost. Try to live life.
All right, French, yo.
Shout out to French.
Diddy ad-libs, yo. So, are we burying all of those two at the same time? Because
nah.
I don't know. I don't think he's coming back after this one, yo.
He's coming back.
I mean, all of us were able to watch the doc. How far you guys got? Everybody's completed?
I got to episode 2.
Episode 2? How far did you get?
I finished it.
SB?
I finished it.
Nazi, you watched it or? Yeah. So, who's got their take first?
I thought it was actually pretty good.
It was really good.
It was good.
Yeah.
I thought it was great.
I don't even think he destroyed him the way that they're talking about like the cease and assist of the whole thing.
Oh, I definitely think he did.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I thought it wasn't like as like
they didn't
hit piece
it
as
wasn't
I thought
a
it would have
hit piece.
been. Yeah.
It wasn't, but I think that's why they're so afraid, because it wasn't one. They still put people in there that were like, oh, I didn't see any of that. I don't know where this person's saying that, like from Dirty Money, like the other girl or whatever.
Yeah. Don and what's her face?
But
I only know Don.
But the thing is that there were certain people I thought that were left out of the documentary, and I'm really curious to hear from them, like Farnsworth Bentley.
Oh, for sure.
Where's that guy?
Yeah.
And then I don't know if you guys remember, there was like he had a kid signed to him named Jerome. No. I think he had a song called like Smiley or something like that. I can't remember.
That sounds familiar.
Yeah, Jerome. And what happened with him, because I saw this person like did all this research, and basically like, because he was like around the same time, I want to say like Bow Wow came out and like all those guys, so they're like 11, 12, 13.
NDA.
Yeah, maybe, but like so what, you think so? But how long does the NDA last? I don't know.
Buddy, forget those guys. I'm trying to figure out what Usher's story is, because Usher was living with that guy.
Yep.
Yeah.
Usher's mom sent him to live with Diddy. And Usher has yet to say anything about any of this stuff.
That relates to Bieber too, right?
Exactly.
And same with like Mary J. Blige, like they were very close.
She ain't gonna say nothing.
She's not gonna say anything.
No.
But
do you think that's out of fear or Diddy loyalty?
No, so there's I
think it's about self-loyalty.
So I know I didn't finish it, but like one of the things I picked up on is in human nature, like when someone is, let's just use the term feeding you, meaning giving you opportunities,
you can't bite the hand that feeds you.
Took you out of a situation.
Basically.
You gotta remember in like that the mid to late 90s, Bad Boys was on fire, bro. Yeah. And so like I think there's a little bit of I don't want to say the word respect there, but like this guy gave me a lane and I kind of took it from there. You know what I'm saying?
I don't think that's what it is.
I think that's a part of it. And then I think also like, because the thing about Diddy is what I took from at least the 2 episodes I saw in the beginning. People didn't fear him like that because he wasn't.
From back in the day, yeah.
From back in the day,
because they almost made him look like a victim in a sense.
I think he looked like a nerd.
Also, exactly.
That part, yeah.
He wasn't an intimidating figure. Not like a Suge Knight when you see a 6'3", 6'4", big dude. But over time, you got to remember, like, Diddy's lineage, his dad being exposed to that, him wanting to be and have that kind of stature in the scene is something that he really desired. And over time, when you build money, you get power, then I think he eventually turned into...
Boy, I think it went to his head.
Of course.
Like, he got hungry. Like, he thought he was God. Like, there's points in that came up, like, after, where there's clips of him. And the things that he was saying, and I think to go off of your point in terms of, like, the people that feed you, he used that also as, like, a form of control.
Of course.
Right? So, like, even, so one of the guys, I want to say his name was Rodney. Like, he's a producer.
Little Rod.
Yeah. And it's like, you know what I mean? It was like, it's just like you're breadcrumbing, right? Because you're like, if I do this, I'm going to bust. Like, I'm going to blow up. I'm going to, like, all these things are going to happen. Even though, like, he's like, weird things are happening. Like, I don't know. I don't get it.
Yo, that what was his name? Little Rodney?
And then so the thing is, off of what you were saying from before, like, that you don't think that they're going to get him, or you think he's going to come out or whatever, like, he showed there's a slight spoiler alert.
Yeah, well, I can't, yeah.
But he showed a video of, like, a guy that got shot in the studio.
Well, he didn't show the actual video. He showed the evidence of, like, what was there.
They showed it after they cleaned him up or whatever.
But the blood and stuff was in the washroom. That something happened there. Something clearly happened there.
So obviously, with the security and however they framed it to, like, the police, they're like, oh no, this didn't happen in the studio. It happened outside.
So where I was gonna kind of tie this into. So when I think we were alluding to this off camera, at least I was. The reason why Diddy felt like invincible God is when you've gone that long, and you haven't. You've got some close calls. You had the Shine situation. You had some other ones, and you keep getting away with it.
Exactly.
Yeah. When you have a 30-year run, and here's the thing about Diddy that I find fascinating. I remember when I was in school in New York. So this is 2004. People were telling me, yo, you know, Diddy's into some weird, crazy shit, right? Like, I've heard he likes guys and he be doing this. I was like, man, I just thought that as like haters, like rumors. Because the image of Diddy I saw, this guy was running the New York City Marathon. He was doing, it just didn't compute to me. But
also,
people were.
Also the list of girls that he's had.
Exactly, like, right? Right. So, like, I was hearing that in 2004 that he was into some very weird.
So it was out there.
It was out there. So I'm like,
in the city.
Yeah. And that's 2004, brother. We're in 2025. And to hear that, that's old.
That's 2004.
But I also feel like
it's a long time to still be going
I also think he saw, like, what R. Kelly did, because that was, like, around that time. And R. Kelly got it was like charge after charge after charge, and he kept beating it. And he threw money at it. So I think he was just like, well, I could do it too.
I think he's way more connected as well.
But I'm saying, like, that's like early, like, 90s, 80s.
Government, and you gotta also remember
officials, the city.
You gotta also remember
the industry.
The temperature was so different back then. What guys were able to get away with. Like, I have boys that, like, you know, they're like, yo, when things started changing, when, like, Time's Up and all these movements started happening in, like, 2017, 2018, they had to call homegirls from they went to school would be like, yo, are we good? Because I know, you know, back then there was well, I mean, you just got to think about the things that these guys, how the culture was back then, like, got away with some craziness, bro. Like, crazy stuff.
Yeah. It's in the documentaries when they've done Freaknik and all of that stuff too. Black Biker, Beach Week in Myrtle Beach and all that stuff too.
I just started, like, I don't know, the way that I was going with what you were saying though, and to your point as well, getting away with certain things. the Tupac thing makes more and more sense now.
Yeah, for sure.
Yes.
The setup with
For sure.
Henchmen.
All of that.
For sure.
And then you're going to LA. Like he was gonna leave LA.
And then
well, first of all, why are you going there after? Like you shouldn't have went.
But
and
then even like Keefe. Okay, so I think something else is gonna come up, by the way, because he's got a court case coming up in 2026.
And Keefe, he's been mentioning Diddy's involvement in this.
So I read his book too.
That's why I don't think he's gonna come up. Yeah.
And they alluded to what they talked about it in this as well, where they're talking about Zip being responsible for giving Keefe D $1 million. And then not giving it to him.
And then right.
He never got it. So he's like, yo, hook me up, blah, 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 whatever he's saying. He talks about that in his book too. So now it's like, it's almost like hard not to see anymore.
So, I'm glad you brought that up because obviously there's been a couple of the Biggie Tupac documentaries and real life depictions come out. And up until this documentary, I've always kind of taken it as conspiracy theory a little bit. Like
for sure,
I was half in, half out with it. But seeing the documentary last night, the new Diddy doc, I was like, nah. Like he's for sure involved in some capacity. Whether he like completely organized it or like knew about it ahead of time, like I'm convinced Diddy was a part of that.
There's a lot of stuff that they never talked about that you could gather from other documentaries or interviews
100%.
and stuff.
And books and stuff like that.
For sure. Like when they were talking about the thing in Atlanta, when the guy came out and he's shooting Suge Knight's boy right in front of him while staring at him, and he grabs him. Like that's what got Wolf killed as well, which is his bodyguard. That's supposed to be Justin's father. So it's like there's been a back and forth before the whole Biggie and Tupac thing. And it's just now it just like
how did Diddy get there based off of the nerd that he was from before?
See, but that's the thing. Everyone thinks that he was like a full out nerd,
exactly.
which he was. But like even when Frank Lucas came out, I remember if you guys remember this, he was talking about it too. They're like, oh yeah, what about Diddy's dad? He's like, oh yeah, he was up there at my level,
basically.
So and then
he was around.
I'm back. I don't remember where I saw this, but I remember Diddy would be like in some interview, my bike would go missing, and he's like the next day it would just show up. So he's been affiliated, and not to throw the mob at it, but even with the Gottis, like he was on the Growing Up Gotti show, that there seems to be some sort of connection there, and a lot of this is now just assumptions, but I'm just basing it on even like the shows that we've seen, like The Godfather of Harlem and stuff, and they're linked to the Italian mob and all that. So if you're from Harlem, your dad's like a somebody. There's some sort of affiliation there.
100%.
It's just Toronto and SUP breaking it all down again.
It's in his bloodline. It was in his bloodline. Even though growing up he didn't live that life, he had enough proximity to it.
But a lot of those kids don't. A lot of those kids don't because their dads, their family has enough money to put them in private schools and all that type of stuff out of different cities and all that. You're not supposed to know those guys. They're supposed to be nerds because they grew up. They went to country schools. Or what do they call them? Border schools. I don't have any friends who did that shit, but boarding schools.
I went to a private school for a year.
I also think that he really, truly feels like he's invincible for the mere fact that all of the BTS footage that he had is like leading up to like him getting arrested. So I'm like, for you to hire like that videographer was hired from his from him. So I'm like, if he really didn't think anything was going to happen. So he was going to use this, I think, in some like big ass huge documentary, like when he beat the case, to be like, this is my life story, some monologue, this is why I want this and this and this and this. And then that happens to you, and then the man sells it, and then that's it. And then now they're like, oh, we didn't consent to this and da-da-da-da. But I'm like, you did.
But think about this. The reason why his belief isn't completely delusional until that Cassidy tape drops. I think that was when the shoe drops. Cassie, excuse me. When that tape of him beating down Cassie came out, I think if you were on Team Diddy, you're like, oh, she just wants money. But then when that tape came out,
basically,
it shut up anybody that had doubts or questioned that this was a money grab. And again,
because not all those things that we've heard over the years.
But that tape that came out with him beating up Cassie, that was from like 4 or 5 years ago.
And it came out last year.
So that's what I'm saying. So
or 2000, last or 2023 or 2024, I can't remember. But to that point, he was like, okay, everything's crazy. So he went silent for a bit. And then what happened? he came back out and was doing all this, like all these,
shenanigans.
like all this like nonsense. He put out like an apology thing and was like, "Oh, I was just like, addicted to this," and then he went back to normal. And then everything was fine. Then this RICO came. All this stuff came.
I think it's
then the raids
worse.
came and all this stuff.
Yeah.
But I'm saying for him to hire a videographer, this happened this year. Like this year. So all of that stuff happened. And you see him like talking to lawyers and it's like, all right, so how do we spin this? Because not Don, but the other one came out and said this. And this person came out and said this. And this affidavit came out and says he has 100 ongoing cases. Sorry, 77 now. Like 100 came out. 77 pending cases. And you still were like, yeah, I'm going to hire a videographer because I'm going to beat this and I'm going to come around, I'm going to do this. And now you got bit in your ass now. And now you can't do anything about it.
There's two things that like really stand out to me. One was when he's like, all right, well, let's start here first. Shouldn't the hotel be responsible to some degree for holding that footage back?
Oh, the Cassie?
For sure. Everybody. I mean, look how many people have been implicated in this Diddy bullshit.
But did they like get a fine? Did they get sued? Did anything happen to them?
I think it was a security guard that took it and then he sold it. Something happened and
similar to our episode last week.
It was like something like that.
True. Okay.
Look how we got that footage.
Yeah.
The hell?
And then just because this is so serious right now, I thought this was kind of funny. Yo, the whole thing with Little Rod or Little Leroy or whatever he calls him, he's got him dressed up like a little reindeer playing the piano and shit. Like that was so awkward for me to watch, where he's just smiling, play the piano, and it's like how far are you willing?
Diddy likes to do the dress up stuff too.
Yeah, but like how far are you going as the producer where you're just so comfortable doing this? Like
it's not about comfortable, bro.
Maybe you're just like this is where I am.
It's hard for me to articulate, but
you go to work and you have a boss, and that boss tells you what to do.
But like, where's your self-pride?
And he compensates you for it.
But here's
he wasn't compensated.
Exactly. Well, you think you're gonna be compensated?
That's weird to me too.
So compensation comes in different ways.
Wear this hat and show up, and they're all gonna come to you.
It's not just money. It's like if you came from the dirt,
and now I'm on the yacht.
You're in a mansion,
and you're like, man, I don't want to go out to the projects. Like,
basically,
I don't know,
there's a lot
man.
that comes with that.
And if you learn that other people have had to do similar things, and now they're out doing their own thing, you're just like, oh, maybe this is what I gotta do.
But then also, but at that point, you look at the track record. You look at the track record of this guy. And look at all the people that have just completely fallen off.
A lot of people don't know.
But he didn't know. They didn't know, right? I don't
think
Shine's locked up.
Yeah, but
look
how well Diddy manipulated all of these things to where he maintained his celebrity.
So I think
he was able to maintain his celebrity the entire time.
But even when he's talking about, like, I don't know, at what point is there some sort of
even
like
the way they ended it off, and they're talking about the trial and how he had all these bloggers, all these.
No, I get that, but like I'm not defending him, but I'm like, you almost have to play that game, you know. Like as your defense almost. So I don't blame him for doing that.
PR 100%. For sure.
This kind of like goes back to, well, we never aired that episode, but Gary Economics, where he's talking about, anyway, but I don't want to get into that. But what I was going to say is, at what point do you take some sort of responsibility? Because he's also saying that, I was waking up some nights where the night before I don't remember anything.
But he is crazy. Like he is saying, he's like, this was weird. Like, but I decided to stay because I thought that this was gonna get me here and then my career, whatever. But my other thing too is that, like, did you guys notice, like, in the doc that Diddy would, like, he's always in the bathroom and, like, he would just continuously look at himself. It's all the time.
Adonis.
Like, it was such a, like, narcissistic, like, tendency. Like, he would just go.
That's exactly what I was going.
He's just talking, and he would just go in the bathroom
and
continue talking.
You got to compare me to the Son of God.
But, like,
that's the only person you can compare me to.
That's what he said. But I'm like, even you're on the phone. And you have the phone propped up in front of the mirror so that you can look at yourself talking to the person on the phone. And then you're talking to your kids. Everything you're doing, you just keep going back into that one bathroom in the hotel. And this is like a couple days up before his trial. And I'm just like, this shows like a very telling characteristic of him and his like God complex.
You know I like that. You know the narrative that I really enjoyed. Was the guy that had 25% of Bad Boy.
Yes.
And then he goes, he would be envious of his own artists.
Yep.
And then he's like, he'd be like now he's almost like just making this up, but he's like, it almost seemed like Diddy was watching from the side, like, yo, you got all this talent and you're just wasting it. But if I had it, I would do it like this.
Well, and then he did it.
Yeah, there we go. That was, to me, I'm like, oh man, you are like so like on point with that. And I can see that being the exact thought that Diddy has. And even
he dissected it really well.
Exactly. Even the video footage that they were putting out where he'd be on the side looking at them and this and that. I'm like, damn.
And then you're going after everyone's girl that you idolize.
Yep.
And relentless.
Kind of reminds you of another figure out there that's out there right now that goes after or is known for taking other people's girls.
You're gonna play
get the
it?
sound effect ready, bro. I was like, pages.
I thought of that.
From that perspective, I see what you're talking about.
Listen to me. I've gone so far as even to look at this shit and be like, they're also Scorpios, eh? The two of them. And the next one that I want to see come out with their story is Kris Jenner, because she's another Scorpio. And I don't know what it is, but I'm of the belief that Scorpios must carry this narcissist energy. Because the ones that I know, it's all the same behavior.
Yeah, you're funny. Yeah.
Am I?
And I just put
buddy, because I can tell you watching this shit was so triggering. It was crazy.
Please elaborate on that.
It was crazy. But at the same time, I love seeing it exposed.
Yeah.
I love seeing it exposed and the way that 50 put this together, because he did a very good job. Not only just with exposing the narcissist that Diddy is.
Yeah.
But even for the younger generation, piecing together the New York ties and where he started.
Yeah.
Because one of the events that I wasn't even privy to was that party that he threw where all those people died.
Yeah, I didn't know
about that. You didn't know about that?
Crazy to me.
That's huge.
I didn't know about that
I knew about
I
that.
feel like I may have heard it years ago somewhere, but I did not know that it was that big of a deal. To where people died. I didn't know people died.
That was actually what got him to start Bad Boy. That's how he got Biggie, and he got to take his artists away
got his name
from
on the map.
Instead of Uptown.
That's crazy.
So, because they talk about that in the doc too, when Andre Harrell basically fires him and he's like, yo, I'll give you one artist to take, and that's
crazy.
Biggie.
That was crazy.
And they had to buy back that Biggie album off of Harrell to put it out.
But you know what was another eye-opening moment for me was the part where they said that Biggie didn't want to go to LA. It was Puff that was pushing him to go to LA during those times.
Right after Pac died.
Yeah. And I was like, yo, that's crazy. Like obviously Big had the wherewithal to be like, yo, man, it's probably not a good time to go out there based on what's going on. No, but Puff was the one like
exactly.
But then you go, and then the other guy was like, okay, now you're gonna leave to go to Europe to do this and whatever. Yeah. And he was like, no, stay. Yeah. Stay. And then look what happened. Like that's just
and it's funny you mentioned the mirror, because you guys have heard me say this before too. The best thing you can give to these people is a mirror so they can actually take a look at themselves. But you see the way he was doing all that talking in the mirror shit, it's like they don't even see themselves.
No,
they don't realize who they actually are.
He really doesn't think anything's wrong with him.
They don't.
He doesn't think he did anything wrong.
Narcissism is look at this. I even went so far as to start Googling this shit and actually tackling this shit, bro.
Yeah, you don't have to.
It is a mental health condition in which people have an unreasonably high sense of their own importance. And they don't even realize how they treat people based off of this.
Well, I think a part of it is if you tell yourself a lie long enough, you start to believe it.
But it's crazy when you start telling lies on other people and doing people dirty like Diddy did.
Shout out
that's
to
different levels.
But maybe he got away with it for so long. And that's so he's like, I can keep doing it. And then,
exactly. And they become very dangerous when you give them positions of power or influence. And that's what he was for so long.
But put it in perspective. I'm 41. Sorry, I don't want to be.
I'm 40. It's fine.
I didn't want to do that to
it's
you.
Okay.
You didn't have to. Right? Everybody's around the same age.
I'm almost still in my 30s. Just
we're all that age except for Knox. There you go.
So think about it. Diddy and Bad Boy starts popping off 94, 95. From 95 to pretty much 2024. Nothing. That's like a 30 plus year.
Who are you talking about?
Right. Diddy without
what?
Without repercussion.
Without
serious repercussions.
Serious repercussions.
Serious repercussions.
Because he's faced things here and there.
But he beat them all. Right? So that's like...
It's a long run, bro.
That's 70% of our lifetime. So can you imagine why someone would have a God complex? 30 years and now you're just starting to feel it?
I think it's also this is just what we know, by the way. There's probably so much other stuff that he got away with that we don't even know.
I'm going to crush that right now. Because one of the things that stood out for me is when my boy, the same guy SB referred to, Kirk Baroa, when he said he witnessed Diddy drape up his mom and call her a bitch.
Yeah.
Oh, right, yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Gene Deal talks about that a lot too.
But who do you know who's doing that?
I don't know.
Also,
especially at that age, because that's when that thing happened. He was what, 19 at that point?
Yeah, 19, 20, yeah.
What, you're draping up your mama, calling her a bitch at 19? Are you crazy?
That's crazy.
And she's the one that raised you when your dad wasn't even here, bro?
Yeah.
What?
And where was his sister in the whole documentary?
Bro.
I didn't even know he had a sister.
Yeah, and she lived in the house.
Oh, look at that.
See it there?
And like they just never ever like
probably didn't want to be a part of it.
Yeah.
But like just going back to Biggie not wanting to go to Cali, like there was a lot of people that I've heard over the years, and specifically right now, I remember James Prince saying this as well, where he's like, guys, this might not be a good idea right now. So it confuses me for you to be so naive to not take people's advice that have your best interest.
But is it that, or do you want these things to happen?
There you go.
That's what I'm trying to allude to. Yes. So it's like, if everyone is giving you the heads up, and it's not really that important right now.
But if everyone's giving you the heads up, but your best friend is telling you, nah, come.
Yeah.
Like, what are you like?
No, I'm not even saying that Puff's convincing Biggie to go or not.
People are telling Puff not to go.
They're telling the whole cab
not to go. Like everybody
They're all
not
being
to
told
go.
not to go.
Yeah.
So at what point is it worth it? Like,
well,
but keep in mind, this is almost like you and I having a huge enough following to where we can't even go to LA right now, which may sound ridiculous to us. Because that's so far on the other side of the world for us. But it's like,
but it's not.
Who do I know over that's really gonna come look for me like that? But they were doing it in their 20s.
No. But the reason I don't think that's like
they're 20.
He's 25, 20 plus
in their 20s.
But the point is, Tupac already got killed. So what's holding you back?
Like 6 months ago.
You know?
Not even a year ago.
Right.
Like 6 months.
And you are still in the middle of this East-West beef.
Yeah.
Now you have a target. Everybody that you knows of somebody is telling you that you're going to get it if you come out here. Like it's not like a secret. Like they're very vocal about it. And even before that, what's dude's name from the Bay?
E40.
He like kidnapped Biggie before, right?
I've heard so. That sounds familiar.
Yeah. So he picked up Biggie. Like a whole bunch of them picked him up because Biggie gave him a 0 on a scale 1 to 5 or something. So it's like they're not. You've already experienced this to some level already. You get what I'm saying?
But don't you think that's why it makes sense that it was all?
Yeah.
Like, you know,
well, it's definitely more favorable to look at that story or that narrative
with knowing all of this other
craziness.
Again, I know I'm not. You guys finished the whole thing, but another thing that was so eye-opening is when they said that to pay for Biggie's funeral came out of his.
I want to know if that's true. That's crazy.
But that's it's a scammer thing, but there's ways
like
of it's
I can see that too.
But then in the same, okay, let's say you do that and
that's
you're just
all
like,
the business expense.
Yeah, but let's say that, but tied with that, he's like, oh, Biggie was gonna be on Rolling Stone. Let me take that.
Yeah.
Let me, like, this was gonna happen. Let me take that. This song, like, all these things combined show that he. So in one of the episodes after that, he has a freak off every March 9th.
That's crazy.
Do you know how
that was the
insane
craziest
that is? That's what you're doing. And that's from the prostitute guy. And he's like, every March 9th for years and years, doesn't matter where they were.
That was disgusting to
he
me.
would fly them there. So I'm like, tied into like, okay, I want to have this like really big celebration for like my best friend and have this massive funeral and then like change it in the contract so that like it's paying for itself and so I don't have to pay for it. Trump had enough money to pay for it. All of those
Trump
things.
taught him.
You know when you said
shit,
who taught him that? Like that part was like he's not doing all this independently. That's what I want to know. I want to know who's tied to this because there's a bunch of people teaching him, hey, do it like this, write it like this.
I promise you, yo.
So on and so forth. But the whole thing is dark.
So, question: y'all done listening to Diddy?
No, I'm not done. But like, I'm not a big Diddy listener anyway.
I stopped.
But like, when we
stopped a while
just
ago.
to clarify, when we say that, I mean like when he's involved in like a Biggie track, I still want to listen to like. Biggie.
That's what I mean. That's why I was like, yo, the Diddy ad libs. I'm like, are we done with the Diddy ad libs too, or just the Diddy songs?
Like for example, R. Kelly was like my favorite.
Oh, I got some R. Kelly from you guys later.
Yo, that whole track, like that track list, 12 play, TP2, all of it, like I know back to back to back. I stopped.
So let me.
It's not even on my phone.
Let me give a scenario. Let me try to fully comprehend.
Change the track.
Really?
I know what you're gonna say. Change the track.
Really?
Change the track.
Man, setting the vibes
Change the
for
track.
you.
Change the track.
You're still setting vibes with R. Kelly?
Ain't nothing
Change the track.
wrong.
You're still playing R. Kelly?
Change the track.
It's okay.
With a
No, I'm
little
saying.
bump and grind.
I know people who play when they're on the ones, but if you're with a thing, you're still playing it. You're still taking those chances and see how it goes. Because you're flipping a coin at that point.
No, but I'm just saying I haven't deleted it from my Spotify.
Right.
That's
it's off mine. It's off mine.
what I'm saying.
What if he
I'm
wrote the
Apple
song?
Music.
Is that the
Because-
same thing?
So where do you draw the line? Is where you're going with that?
I wouldn't know. Like I wouldn't know. Like I don't know the
So you
songs that
can't
he wrote.
separate the man from the art.
I think when it's this to this level, I can't. And my favorite R&B male artist.
I'm gonna play some R. Kelly for you guys.
Hold
later.
on, just before you do that though, did you guys hear the juror, the Indian guy?
Yeah.
I thought
Whether
that was
he didn't know who Diddy was at all.
well, that part too, but I'm
But
not
he was like,
surprised about
it
that.
was just they're
This rap
fighting.
stuff.
But he's like, you can't have the luxury and complain about it.
Mm-hmm.
And then he's like, you can't clap with one hand. That line,
Mm-hmm.
you can't clap with one hand, is like one of the most famous Indian lines ever. Like
I did laugh
especially,
at that.
yeah, like Punjabi people,
Mm-hmm.
like in translation, they're like, "Ekat thana taari nahi bajdi," right? So basically, can't clap with one hand. When he said that shit, I'm like, you're so goddamn Indian, bro. Like, holy shit. Like,
I was like, you have that mentality.
Oh,
It's there.
man.
I could see it.
that
Well,
was,
it's a very fair point, bro, and that's why like I know everyone's like the focal point is Diddy, but Diddy doesn't go this long without participants. Whether you want to say they're coerced, whether you want to say they were in a like I'm telling you.
But that's like saying like to somebody that's going through like any type of DV, like why didn't you just leave? You can just leave.
No,
I think that you don't
I'm not even
understand
talking
it
about. I'm not even talking
until
about
you're
the
in the situation.
I'm not even talking about victims. I'm talking about.
Oh,
the
like
guy-
his manager and the other people.
The guy that's in the room. I'm just telling you.
That's
don't.
the feeding part you were talking about.
Yeah,
though.
yeah. But I'm just saying like you don't. You don't.
You
go
can't
to,
get away from it.
No,
for that long
no,
without people
no.
that are complicit. Yeah,
100%.
that I agree, for sure.
Another one of the things that stood out for me was the same co-founder, Kirk, when he's like, some people are raised with pain and others are raised with love. When he was able to identify that, and the entire time, they never referred to him as anything else besides Sean. Because they knew him as Sean Combs as opposed to anything else. So they're the ones to me that had the most, I forget the other one's name, with the dreads.
Yeah, I forget his name too.
I thought that's his name.
No, I think the other one was Kirk.
Oh, I don't know.
Well, they both had dreads, actually.
Oh, okay.
One had glasses, and the other one didn't.
Oh, yeah, true.
Yeah.
I thought it was crazy when they talked about when they that he slit his wrists. I didn't know about all that.
He said he denied it.
And then, yeah.
Yeah.
And then he got onto that. Like that was the beginning of the drugs.
Yeah, because he got hooked on perks. I think.
that's a whole nother. Man, that thing is a beast
But
in
then
itself.
when they even arrested him, he had like Tootsie in
How
the
do you not
in
know
the
that? Crazy.
in your hotel.
Yeah,
bro. I don't think he cared. I don't think
This
he
is
cared
my
anymore.
that's my point. Like you're gonna hire a videographer, and you're still gonna have baby oil and drugs in your hotel room while you know you're awaiting or like something's gonna happen.
It's almost a little bit like.
It's too
like a serial killer that wants to get caught because they've been running for so long. You start leaving clues or getting a little sloppy because you're getting bored. No, I feel like
I get what you're saying.
I feel like
he didn't want to get caught.
No, I'm not saying he wants to
Not
get
that he
caught.
wanted to get caught, but it's like you get
subconsciously?
sloppy. You get so arrogant to where it's like, even if I get caught, nothing ain't gonna happen to me.
Nothing's gonna stick to me.
Exactly.
So that example is when that same guy is talking about, oh, did you hear the beginning of that track? And he's like, I'll drop $1 million on your and make your family go missing. Drop $1 million on your name, make your family go missing, which ties into the whole Zip and Keefy D thing about
Mark Curry when he's playing the song that they produced.
Man, that's when it's like, okay, now you don't even know what you're saying anymore, but it's coming from somewhere.
And I think Mark Curry's emotion at the end really meant a lot there because he was there for a lot of that shit.
Yeah.
And it's like he put himself in space where it's like, yo, I'm staying over here to make these beats. I'm not involved in none of that stuff. So he didn't even know half of that shit was happening, but he would hear about it.
I want to know how much they're holding back.
Probably a
that
lot.
too.
Probably
there's
a lot.
probably
that too.
so much weight. Like even that one footage that they're showing about when Biggie got shot, they're like, this has never been seen before. I wonder how much more that's just sitting back,
100%.
tucked away.
Well, all those guys got the thumbnail drive with all types of files on it. And going back real quick to the serial killer reference, because you notice sometimes when those guys, the FBI, they're like, oh, this guy's getting more bold. Each kill, he gets more bold. I feel like with Diddy, like
Same
after
shit.
a while, just
But they've
bold.
they've had lines where they're talking about him being an informant in the past as well, where like the government or these agencies could also be involved to the point where.
So speaking of
the
that,
FBI, police, and all that.
Another kind of conspiracy theory why this is happening now is
Tim was the other guy's name.
Tim was another conspiracy theory about why this happening now is the whole Diageo thing. So,
exactly.
Yeah.
Do y'all feel like Diageo has something to do with this?
100%.
I would not be surprised at all.
I think that's like a fact. Like, why would it not be happening? Half these people couldn't afford a lawyer up until then.
Actually, I wonder who 50's liquor is under.
I don't know.
You get what I mean? Because the money has to come from somewhere, and he's the EP on this. So, hey man, a lot of that footage.
So I mean, he's with Netflix. I mean, wouldn't they be giving him the budget based on his track record and what he's been doing?
Who knows?
You mean for the liquor though?
Yeah,
the budget for the liquor. Like,
well,
what's
to start unpacking all of that shit too. If they were like part of the funding for half of this shit, let's go unpack all of this Diddy dirt that you guys know exists because it's somewhere. You need money to start paying for some of this shit. Here it is.
Did you see that his son went back into the studio and dropped another diss track?
Yeah, I don't understand it. I don't understand that.
This is what you guys are doing, bro.
I don't understand.
It's so dumb.
That's crazy.
It's
now you're gonna make me want to go find it. Now I'm so mad.
It's so dumb.
That's crazy.
And he just it's so stupid.
Another line
one line in it is like, you're mad because you wanted my dad to take you shopping, and you guys know like that's the whole reason that Diddy was like 50 was like, yeah, bro, you're funny. Like, don't come here and be like, yeah, you're popping off. Like, let me take you go shopping. He's like, nah, like that's weird. You're weird.
It was a really good doc overall, man.
It was a great.
It was
well produced.
It's all put together.
Yeah, well produced.
I think the major point to that, it wasn't. I don't look at it like a hit piece.
It wasn't. They did a lot of subtle stuff. They did a lot of subtle stuff that I was like hyper vigilant for, like the pictures that they would put.
All of it.
Yeah, and then what they would.
I couldn't help but to notice when they interviewed the director and
I
Curtis.
Was just gonna reference
50 smiled the whole way. I mean, it just looked like he was taking so much pleasure in all of this.
I think because he thought when he said he's like, yeah, I'm gonna do it. Everyone was like, no, you're not.
Did you catch the shot that he took at Jim Jones?
No. What do you say?
I didn't even watch it.
Exactly. So it's subtle, where Diddy's actually showing up in Harlem to chill with the streets, and then he's taking shots with Jim Jones.
Yeah.
You didn't have to put Jim Jones in that.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess.
But then
that's funny. That's funny.
And then you're still rolling, and then he was like, "Oh, I need to bathe. I need to like wash my hands. I need to do all this stuff because like
touch all these
people. Yeah. Like,
but
aren't
you a sanitizer as soon as you get in the
that could be
that.
That could be like an energy thing too, where you're like,
I think it's the way he presented it.
That was intentional.
But that might have been him trying to be funny, but it wasn't that funny. And the way 50 used it made you not funny.
Exactly.
Well, when you're already building someone up to be an ultra narcissist,
I couldn't get it fast enough, but
and then he says that, then you're just like, oh, okay, this is how this guy really feels about us.
Right.
Regular folks.
But but that's the thing though. He only goes back to like those spots and those places when he needs the community, right? Like that's when he's there.
Alex Stapleton was the director's name. And they worked on a couple good joints that I've watched in the past, but I just had no idea it was them. Another one good that's good to go check out was God Save Texas from last year. Lil Rod had a line towards the end though that made me think for a half second, because Diddy had left him those voicemails. And he's like, don't fuck up the way I think about you.
Yeah.
Imagine telling a man that.
Yeah.
Don't fuck up the way I think about you.
And he still never even got his bread, and it was only like $29,000. Yeah, that's crazy.
That's how dirty these guys.
I think that's such a common story in the music industry where these guys just get raped.
That's all you're gonna get after.
The Craig Mack
doing that.
Craig Mack's involvement and everything too.
Oh, that was sad too. Yeah, that was.
Guy
sad
had
too.
#1 hit song.
Yeah.
Can I borrow some?
That's crazy.
I'm not surprised.
And I felt really bad for Aubrey too. The way she read through that affidavit that she was mentioned in.
Yeah, that was really sad. But she's stood on business for years. talking about him and like saying all this stuff, but it's like she never wavered. And I'm like, and then to hear that, and that's when she found out. So that was like last year or whenever that was. Like that's just that's so traumatizing.
And as much as I don't like Eric Sermon, I did appreciate his perspective there too.
You don't like Eric Sermon?
Really?
I mean, word on the road is that he did Bishop dirty, yo. He owes Bishop Brigante, rest in peace, some money. Yeah. Check out Friday over at We Love Hip Hop for that full story though.
EPMD.
But I'll bring up Bishop again later. Again, rest in peace. After watching it, I guess going back to what we started out with, the whole R. Kelly argument, do you think that Diddy's just as done as R. Kelly, or
I think
whose story has been worse?
I just don't think he can come back after this, especially with this documentary.
So here's the difference. R. Kelly ain't coming out of jail, not anytime soon. Diddy gonna be out in like
couple months.
Not at what about there's all these pending cases though.
But then they gotta go to trial for those cases.
But the criminal one that might happen out in LA.
That's the one that I'm more
so
his involvement in the murders.
I think if there's ever been a potential of that spilling into like reality.
This is it,
yeah. Not to mention Keefe D on the line. Like, what does he got to lose at this point? I think he'll speak.
Like kind of like OJ. The way they eventually caught OJ made him sit down for a little bit.
So the question is Diddy
well, no,
done?
that was completely different. But
so the question is Diddy done? That's the question.
It depends what you mean by like done.
Exactly, because I think once he's out, he's gone. Like he's moving to the other side of the world on some Russell Simmons shit.
Thailand. I was gonna say that.
Either Thailand or Japan.
Do you think he's gonna do that, or do you think like with his like God complex, he's like, nah,
after
like,
this doc, Diddy needs to boogie. After this, Diddy could never go back to New York and go on like
that's what everybody said about the video. Like after the video dropped, they're like, Diddy needs to leave.
No, after
that was crazy.
You're cooked, bro. You're cooked after.
I still think when he talks, if he's still got like enough money,
I don't think he'll leave. I just don't think I don't think his sentence will be done when his sentence is supposed to be done.
I might be wrong because look how this younger generation is now accepting Tekashi and all
that's
these
different
guys
though. But that's different too.
This could be his whole introduction to a whole younger culture. On some, this guy went to court, beat it, did a couple months and came back out on some like.
I'm happy that you brought up the Tekashi example though.
That's
like
so
even though we're like going a whole completely different direction right now. But from a podcasting standpoint, this guy's views and his numbers are through the roof.
That's what I'm saying.
And on top of that is because like,
when Cartel came home.
When everybody, it's not, but like when everybody was blaming him for being a rat and this and that and whatever, now it's like, yo, your favorite artist is a rat. Your favorite rapper just did the exact same thing that this guy did.
You're talking about Tekashi right now or Diddy?
No, I'm talking about Tekashi right now, but I'm talking about everybody else that's been considered a rat or snitched in some capacity after the fact that it's not getting the same treatment that he got. So his mouth is...
because they never respected Tekashi.
No, that's a fact, but it's just like the context under which they never respected him. Now he's saying, yo, what about this guy? He did the exact same thing. Why aren't you talking now? So he's shooting back at everybody that has something to say, and now they don't got nothing to say. So that says a lot about them. You know what I mean? And the hypocrisy. So now everybody wants to hear what his opinion is, and he ain't like hiding to be vocal. He is saying it straight up to everybody.
So if you're Diddy now, do you come out of jail and respond with a doc of your own where you're exposing everybody and make 10 times more than 50 just did?
I don't know if he's in a safe enough position to do that if he comes out.
He would get killed.
Yeah, you know? Like
I think will the narcissist in him settle himself enough, or is he going to come back with some fire?
I don't know.
Because what else can you do at this point?
I think, I don't know. Because we don't know
back with some lies, because that's what they typically do.
You don't know what was on those tapes, eh? Like you don't know how many people were probably involved in all of that.
Exactly.
Kind of like the whole Epstein thing.
I was just gonna say Epstein. Yeah, exactly.
So he's that like I don't want to say the black version, but like he is the hip hop version of that.
If he's the link to all of these other bigger people, and he gets like
there's pictures of him with Leonardo DiCaprio. There's
at the white party, right? Like at all his white parties.
Whatever, whatever party.
His party
started out white.
Memorial Day, whatever it was.
Yeah,
but
Justin Bieber's or Bieber, whatever. He's affiliated Bieber. He's affiliated with that.
Usher lived with the man.
I just love how like there isn't too many of the, and I guess this is maybe Damon Dash's thing about. Saying, hey, I hate to see a black man tear down another black man. But there's a lot of white people that have not been directly associated with this that I think are on those tapes or have better PR reps or lawyers or something. Because I think there's got to be a lot more people that are...
Ellen.
Exactly.
Ellen.
I was just about to say that. Yeah. It's like telepathy. You read that. Ellen. Anyway.
Before we take another break, though, You guys saw what I posted in the group when somebody posted that video of when Drake took the mic from Diddy, dropped it on the floor, and Diddy picked it up. And in the comments, somebody's like, Drake got more PDFs than Diddy. You guys never saw it? I posted it.
I never got to.
Whatever. I thought it was funny, yo. But I got an R. Kelly thing I want to show you guys later. Speaking of the whole R. Kelly thing. Good for a break? Everybody's got their Diddy points out?
Yeah, I think I'm done. I think we beat this shit to death.
We'll take a quick break and be back after this commercial.
This episode is brought to you by Body Ammo. More than a look, it's a lifestyle. Pick up some body ammo to protect your mind, body, and soul. Now, back to some more of SUP.
It just shows what your guys' preference is, and it's not girls with long nails.
Yeah, I have this thing with like sharp objects. That's the thing.
What?
Like, I'd rather get shot than stabbed. It's just a weird thing about me.
So you're afraid of nails?
No, it's just no, it's not.
I'm asking you.
Afraid? No, not afraid of nails. It's just sharp objects. It's just a weird thing, you know. Maybe there's some childhood trauma because there was this time when there's this kid we used to pick on a lot when I was like 13 and he was a little older. Me and my friends used to pick on him.
That's terrible.
And his brother came out. His brother was like 19. His brother came out with a machete. And I was 12.
That's also terrible.
Look at this guy trying to take away someone not story.
And no, but I actually thought I was gonna die that day. But
he was just like wheeling it around, and you guys ran.
No, we was just like, yo, if you ever fuck with my brother again.
Yeah, did you guys run away?
No, we're standing there, and he's like, yo, if you ever fuck with my brother again. And I was just like, oh shit, I'm gonna die at 12. I was just thinking of like 13. This is it.
That's funny.
I don't know if it comes from that, but I'd rather get shot than stabbed any day of the week.
You ever have somebody put a gun on you though?
Me, no, not directly. But I have been in a vicinity where it got shot up. But I've never had someone, no.
When you say shot up, like, how many times have you been in a vicinity where it got shot up?
Oh, you're asking me to recollect memories from, I know there's
You're saying things you're going to forget, though.
Yeah. But I'm just saying, like, if I'm thinking of one specific experience, I'm thinking there's definitely one that I can think of right off the top.
At a party or some type of function?
Yes, it was a club. If I didn't even get in.
Oh.
And it happened.
Downtown?
No.
In New York?
No. Oh. It was on the west. It wasn't downtown, but
the West End.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. No, but also in like New York, like shootings happen all the time, brother. Like they have this thing like you have you ever been to Juve in New York? Like the Friday night before or Saturday night before the parade?
No, I haven't gone to New York for Labor Day.
Okay, so Labor Day weekend, it's like a running thing where they're like, all right, guys have bets on like how many people are gonna get shot tonight, and it's usually in the 20s. It's usually in the 20s.
It's the Haitians, man.
Yo, I thought Jamaicans were the craziest, and then when I went to New York, I learned about Haitians. I was like, nah, them Haitian dudes
Those
right
guys
there,
bust their gun for anything, yo.
They take the cake, homeboy. Yeah. They take it, and so you'll hear gunshots like frequently in areas, and it's not even like a thing. Like I remember, like the crazy story. Not a crazy story, but to show you how how people are so accustomed. I remember there's a story in New York where a veteran came back from Iraq. Mm-hmm. He did a tour, comes back home to Brooklyn.
Oh no.
And he gets shot. So this guy survived Iraq.
A war.
Yeah. Comes back home to his own neighborhood.
Yeah, I heard about that too.
Got shot. And I remember telling my aunt, I was like, yo, there's some guy around the corner got shot. She's like, yep. So you just get desensitized and normalized to that you don't even like. Shootings happen so frequently, you don't even, it's not even like a thing to you. It's not traumatizing to you.
Welcome to Rexdale.
Right?
Yeah.
On that note,
I want you to ask yourself one.
So this reminds me. So I don't know if you guys know this. I know we don't really do like third cousins, but I called them that because my grandmother and his mother grew up together and they were like sisters in Jamaica. And then when they moved to New York, so long story, I have a third cousin that's the lead guitarist in the Roots.
Yeah, right.
Captain Kirk Douglas. And so when I hear that song that you just played, the Young Jock, Kirk was like, hey, I'm going to get you guys tickets. We're doing a concert. It was Roots and Surprise Friends. So it was like Slum Village, Erykah Badu.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Somebody else I can't remember.
This in New York?
This in New York at Radio City Hall, 6th Ave. Go to the concert and there's a surprise guest. So you don't know who's coming out. So all of a sudden, there's this guy with a hoodie that keeps coming out and you can't see his face. I'm like, who's this guy with a hoodie? Just keeps coming out. Then all of a sudden, at the end of the concert, the Roots start doing renditions of pop, like hip hop classics, and they finally get to Jay-Z's PSA. Then the guy with the hoodie comes out right on cue. My name is Hove.
Yeah.
H to the O. And
Yeah,
I was like,
right.
yo, crazy. I was 21. Go backstage. I meet Erykah Badu in person.
What?
Only going up this
First of all, I didn't know how short she was. She like 4'11", 5 feet.
Isn't that crazy when that happens though? When you see these people and they're like,
She's that short?
She's a shorty, but those green eyes, woo! I get it why Sorry Miss Jackson was a song, buddy. I was already hypnotized, bro. I was like, yo, what's going on right now?
Man,
Erykah Badu's eyes are crazy, bro. Got me in a trance. But
I thought that was the cassette right there. Because I remember one summer, 96, my mom had, that's a Mary J. Blige.
Yeah.
That gray one that's over there.
Yeah.
The other gray cassette that we had in the car ride was the Erykah Badu album because they came out that same summer. So the entire drive to Washington, D.C., to Baltimore, Maryland, that's what we were listening to.
Erykah Badu.
And so, Baduism. I'll never forget that shit.
After the performance of the concert, cousin is like, yo, we're going to the 40/40 Club. And I'm like, shit, yo, dude, I'm not even dressed in tie. I'm wearing jeans, Air Max, a white thermal with a New York
thermals
with a Yankees baseball jersey over it, and I got my Yankees cap. I'm like, cuz I'm not gonna get it. He's like, I get in regular attire in the 40/40 Club. He gives me drink tickets. I'm 21.
This is crazy.
I'm like, shit, I'll get drink tickets. I go to a bar. I go to the bar. I'm like, fuck. Everyone's talking about martini. I'm like, fuck, I'll get a. So I said, can I get a martini? And the guy's like, I was like, shake it. I stir it. I didn't even know what the fuck that meant. Yeah. I just heard it, some James Bond shit. And I'm like, and I'm in this club, and I'm like, yo, what the fuck? This is crazy.
Yeah,
bro.
this is life.
I couldn't even.
Lived, bro.
I couldn't. Dog, when I tell you, like. I used to tell when in high school. I used to tell people I'm moving to New York, and everyone was like, "How?" And I was like, "I don't know." I had a dream that this is where I'm supposed to be. Mm-hmm. By 19 years old, I was riding the train in New York City. Yeah. At 20 years old, I became a college rep at Def Jam. I seen Russell Simmons. I sat in the boardroom. I seen Corey Guns come in and like, "Hey, what do you think about that, bro?" And I couldn't believe I was there. Yeah. I had like an outer body experience. Like, how the fuck is a kid from the greater Toronto area here, right?
So let me ask you another question.
Yeah, good thing that was Russell Simmons and not Bad Boy.
Because you're saying this.
I have a bad boy story though.
Oh, you got more stories?
I have a bad boy.
But I want to ask you something then. Yeah. Because you're saying this is at 21.
At 20, at 20.
But then at 27, you would say that your life wasn't like that for you, no?
Nah.
So how do you go from being on that high to now that?
Dude, I thought about it. Talking about your cousin, I never went that far, obviously.
Yeah, but you had those thoughts that you had.
I always say my short line is.
And for anybody who doesn't know what I'm talking about, go back and watch last week's episode. But essentially, you were on a high in life.
Yeah,
is what I'm getting at.
I went on a crazy short run in a short time. Graduated school. Graduated a horrible time, 2008, world's crash, or U.S. economy is crashing. Mm-hmm. First jobs at the Apple Store. Then I got a job on Wall Street, making really good money at 24, 25 years old.
I mean, you want to tell the audience what really good money is? Or like, you want to tell the audience what really good money is at that time? Or
well, you're talking $70,000 USD in 2009. And when you're 25, you feel nice. You know what I mean?
Get them ones on a Sunday, huh?
You feel nice. I was able to take my girlfriend at the time to like California. I was like, I felt nice. But long story short, I had to come home. So I go from having an apartment with a roommate who I call my sister. We're not blood, but we're very close and tight. Shout out to Natalie. She made sure when I came to Brooklyn, I was good. Never had any problems because she was well connected. And so went from living in that apartment, which had a small view of the Empire State, but small view, to then end up on my mom's couch in the basement apartment. And that, trust me, that high to low, that nearly took me out, man. Because I was like, I did everything right.
Shit.
And I was just like, why am I fucking here?
Like, how do you feel now, though?
I feel good. Because I could tell that story, and it kind of feels not to...
That was 13, 14 years ago for you,
yeah. And do you
feel like it took that long for you to bounce back?
It took a lot longer than I wanted. A lot longer. Because I could tell people I didn't really start getting on a high again until I was in my mid-30s.
Yeah, let me ask you a question.
Yeah, go for it.
From a mental standpoint, right? Did you lose the hunger in between that journey?
I was so hungry still between the journey.
Yeah, eh?
I was still, but I was maybe.
I don't like.
Yeah,
sorry.
go ahead.
The reason I'm saying that is because you're like, yeah, I didn't go all the way, but I thought about it.
Yeah.
So I don't understand that, because I feel like when you get to that state, it's a loss of hunger, it's a loss of motivation, it's a lot of different things.
I think you could still have that hunger, but you'd rather excuse it somehow. It's almost sounds like, yo, God, take me out. So rather than me having to do it for myself, God, just do it for me.
That I don't get it. I feel like...
So here's the thing. I always say more than two things could be true, and that's why I said I wasn't completely there. And I think one of the thoughts that stopped me from actually going all that way was imagining my mom at my own funeral. That was enough. Knowing how much my mom, as a single black mom, worked. No, like, I'm gonna tell you another crazy thing. So my mom, when she came to this country, she got an '87 Mustang, right, 2-door, nice car. We got in an accident on the 401, a tractor trailer. It hit my side. We spun out, hit the guardrail.
Thank God you didn't say 410.
Oh, Brampton? Oh.
Look at this guy, the comedian right here, guys. Yeah. So she goes to get the door replaced because the door was damaged on my side. They replaced the door. The car is like a royal blue. The side of that door that they replaced it is a dark navy blue. Bro, from the time I was 9 years old up until 14, that door color never changed. Bro, I never wanted my mom to drop me off a basketball practice, no parties, no nothing. Nothing at all.
Wait, where do we go there? I don't get like how we got there.
Because you were struggling.
Basically, it's like the struggle that people really have to go through, and you appreciate. Corey, my similar story, because for me, I'll never forget taking the bus with my mom. And when I reflected on it as an adult and understood what she really did at that time, my parents were both together, but they hustled, Like my parents worked to own a house, to own property in Rexdale.
Shout out to your parents.
But we used to take the bus from Armel Court and go to Kipling. Next bus on Kipling to Mount Olive. My mom would drop us off at the babysitter and get back on the Kipling bus to go all the way to Kipling Station to go jump on the train to go down to university, bro. Because she used to work in the Exchange Tower. Every day this lady did that, bro.
Yeah.
Bro.
Yeah, my mom got hit by a bus at TTC.
Holy, bro. Like the stories,
Guess what? It wasn't enough to injure, cripple her or anything like that. But she was bedridden for 2 days. But you know what? What also was crazy that happened in experience? Because she was jaywalking and the cops saw her and gave her a ticket.
That's rough.
That is rough. No
That's
loss
terrible.
of money. That sucks.
But a lot of people have said too, similar is their kids. They don't want to have to imagine their kids at their funeral. Because once you have kids and you take your life, that's different.
And SB, to go back to your question, it's like I definitely wasn't that close, but I'm just saying I had those thoughts. And also another competing thought was, I'm so close. So that's why I could never, as much as that there was a side of me that was like,
you have to always believe that you're close.
Like, I'm so close. And I got a tattoo. I always talk about it. The key to success is massive failure. I got that because I was so low at that point. Well, I was like, if the key to success is massive failure, I'm failing right now. So I gotta be around the fucking corner. Like, I just need to thug it out a little bit longer.
And a little bit longer and a little bit longer.
Like not to make this a dark thing, we'll get out of it after this. But to your point, yeah, like I would never want my parents to be there. And now like I would never want my kids to see something like that, right? As in like a death, my personal death, whatever. But I've never gotten to a point of like suicide. I've always believed that whole thing about God forgives all sins except suicide. Like that's a thing for me. However, I get when it's clinical or you're at that depressive stage where you no longer have control. So I'm not judging people for it, but I could also see people that judge people for it. But it's like, that's what I meant by like, did you still have the motivation? Because some people, like, let's just pretend your whole life is worth $3 million. Whatever number you want. Make it whatever number you're at. Wiped out.
Basically.
You can't, like, some people don't understand, I got to rebuild that. No, I'm not rebuilding that. How am I going to rebuild that? Like life insurance. All right, they'll get the life insurance. Let me go do it. Like, you know what I mean? Like a lot of crazy things go through your head. And on top of that, if you're bottling it up, hence I like the old fashioned one where we're bottling up everything except the alcohol. Now you're, you're thinking about a whole different thing now. You know what I mean? And like, that's sort of the things that I was trying to say when I was saying what I was saying. Like, laugh at it if you want, but like, there's a lot of real bars there if you grasp it in that way. But I get it's a comedy show, but like, I like relating to your whole thing. Like, I lost all motivation for the last little while. So when I'm saying I went through a depression, but it's not clinical, like I know what I was going through, and I guess similar to it, because I'm in that state right now. I went from like house investment properties to just like, whoa, what the fuck am I doing on rent right now? And that like, it's like, I don't want to rebuild this. You don't
want to rebuild what? What do you mean?
Anything. Like I didn't want to do nothing. Like I didn't understand how I
over it to the point where it's like
not like I'm not gonna kill myself. Like I'm not. Like, I'll never be there. But I mean, like it was at the point where I'm like, I don't want to do nothing right now. Why am I doing anything? I had all this, and for it to just get taken away the way that it got taken away, without getting into that, but like it was crazy to me. Like I didn't understand it. Like my mind didn't want to understand it. It was so traumatic where I'm just like, I don't know how to process this. You know what I mean? Where it's like every little thing would just be like no energy.
No.
And I just feel like I snapped out of that quite recently.
I get that.
You know what I mean? And then that's what I was asking, like, did you still have the motivation?
So I think, now, thank you for sharing that, because it makes me think more about my story and where I was at that time. I also had friends around me that were doing well. And I'm a big believer. You mentioned that before too. And I'm a big believer that like 60% of luck is just being in the right environment. And I think a hack that's always worked for me is if things are not working well, or I'm in a funk or a certain downward spiral, if I change my environment, like things happen for me through osmosis. And that's just how it's happened for me. And I get it. I don't think I've ever been to your point, to your low, to be specific.
Yeah. It don't matter though. Because your low is low.
Fair enough.
You know?
And I think also why I had those thoughts is, in addition to kind of losing, let's just call it my dream, because I was on this track. My girlfriend with me also broke up with me in like the same time period.
Yeah.
Right? The Kijiji incident.
that didn't even happen yet. That's around the corner. That's like a year away. So I'm feeling like a piece of shit. Like, I got no money. I'm dwindling down on savings. I'm sleeping on a couch in a basement with very little light. The girl I was dating doesn't want to do this long distance thing. I'm just like, it's like boom, 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 boom. Can I catch a break? Like,
that part. Can I catch a break? And then that's like one of the realest questions ever too. Because then when you start really adding it all up, it's just like you're putting out fires. You're constantly putting out fires. Like, yo, when do I get to breathe some air? I just put this one out. Boom, there's a whole nother flame around you.
Basically.
And it's like, enough of that, you forget who you are, if that makes sense. Like, for me especially, because there's so many different things that would define my identity that were no longer there. You get lost in, like, who am I now? Like what how do I define myself? And then that added on top of everything else, like, it's a big mental fuck. But, like, again, you're saying environment, but I'm also looking at it from like, okay, so how do I evolve? How do I get out of this and become that? And I don't want to get this deep, but like we could. It even starts with like how I started to identify with myself. So like the long hair, the beard, like I didn't want to even look the same because I wanted to rebuild myself in a whole different way. That. And then to like quite literally start from scratch and start figuring out, okay, so now what? What's the next step? Okay, so now I want to start figuring out how to, I don't know, work on this next project or get this next job going or learn this new skill so I can develop from it or monetize from it. And you just go step by step by step. But that shit ain't fun. And half the battles or more than half the battles are with yourself internally.
1,000.
Do you pray?
1,000.
Do you pray or you manifest?
I pray. 100. I've been studying Proverbs for the whole entire year. Every morning, it's the first thing. So for those who don't know, Proverbs is the book of wisdom within the Bible. But I like the first thing I do in the morning. Because for me, which is kind of weird, I'm not saying this is healthy, my past traumas drive me. And I mean,
why would you say that's not healthy?
Sure.
Why would you say that's not healthy?
Because people could say that's like in a way where that's like when two people get together because of trauma, like trauma bonding, and it can be a good thing, but it can also
you could learn something from it. You take away from the experience,
right?
Yeah.
And so for me,
I'm not mad at all my exes.
For me,
I still appreciate some of them. Yeah.
So from me, going through that experience is what makes me probably one of the hardest working guys on my team, because most of them have never gone through that kind of.
Oh, for sure.
That kind of
especially when they're not of a certain complexion. If you know what I mean, like a lot of them ain't see real struggle, but at the same time they've dealt with their own like life circumstance. Because I have like friends who've dealt with some real fucked up shit when they were younger.
Yeah, because I almost like you talk. Do I pray? Do I talk to God? I almost made like a prayer with God. I was like, if you just get me in, I promise you, I won't let you down. And ever since I got my break, I tell you, there's one guy who said to me, he's like, yo, you're like all gas, no brakes. Like 100.
All this time.
Now, there's a downside to that. I this year, I almost hit, I think I hit burnout like twice. I've been sick this year more times than I've ever been in like 5 years combined.
It's a real thing too.
I kept getting sick every 3 months. Like, I don't get sick.
Yeah.
I'm like, what's happening to me? Is this because I'm 40? Like I didn't know, bro. Like,
oh no,
it's happening. I know exactly what you mean.
I'm like, I'm learning, bro. And then all of a sudden, like sleep, like struggling with sleep. I don't know, like, dude, like.
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean, bro.
Nah, like that to that point, like I used to have this one thing that I just got back again. Like I always had the ability to flip any negative, regardless of what it is, into a positive somehow.
Likewise.
Like always, no matter how bad it is. Like, and also like one of the things, like the deepest thing that I got from my mom is it can always be worse. So I could always find a way to look at a situation, make it worse for myself, like just knowing, and be like, I'm thankful that it's not that bad. Now let me figure this out. And what did I gain from this? I lost that for a while, yo. And that's like almost like losing a superpower. Like whatever you're good at in life, and like it's just gone.
You know what that is? That's the ability to give yourself perspective. Tie it back into this, what the show is about. I use that kind of tactic in the same way, but I also use it like when I go into boardrooms, when people outrank me in pay, in experience, all the things. I used to go, before I used to go like present or whatever, I used to go in the bathroom and I look myself in the mirror like a Diddy, but not say some crazy shit. But I kind of would say some crazy shit, but I'd be like, yo, Corey, I talk to myself. I'd like, Corey, are you fucking nervous right now? I'll be like, do you know there's people fighting in wars with bullets flying over their head right now? You're trying to tell me you're intimidated by talking in front of some people right now? Is that what you're trying to tell me, right? And that would just like every time.
Yeah, it's almost like what you were asking me earlier, where you're like, yo, do you get nervous before, and like before going on stage? What I've noticed more often now, at least, I've lost that. Not like, I get like,
you numb?
Nah, like I'm actually like I flipped it completely, and I don't fully understand what it is right now. But I've noticed a shift in me where I'm just like I'm actually confident. Like, I'm like, nah, let's go. Like, I feel more myself than I've ever felt. And my point in even sharing that is, I think once you go through this cycle of questions, doubt, fear, lows, however you want to define it, and you re-find yourself and you redefine yourself and you really become familiar with yourself, it's a whole nother feeling. Like, you could quite literally be whatever you want at that point. So if you used to be like a nervous or a doubtful person or a pessimistic person, you could eliminate that whole thing and become whatever you want, right? And then the second thing I'll add to that is just understanding yourself. A lot of people don't take that time to understand themselves. And I don't mean on a superficial level, but I mean like we're talking about trauma. You're saying trauma bonding. You know, what is your trauma?
Who do you identify with?
Yeah, but I mean, like, how deep do you really identify with understanding what it is? Because it's so easy to just end up in the same situation or point the finger and blame somebody else or have another emotional outburst and be that adult child. But like, how much time are you putting into actually growing? And
one of the biggest ones I think people don't even like deal with is coming from a single parent home, because that can be challenging for some people as they grow into adulthood.
A million.
I hear you, but you know what? I hear you on that, but I also think, in my opinion, what I think is worse in a single parent household is living in a house where two parents don't actually like each other and they go at it every night.
I don't know if it's worse, but like, I get what you're saying.
I don't think I would want to be around two people arguing every single day, going at it. I'd rather live in a single parent house. I've never been in that situation. I know people have, but I'm like, listen, it's hard on this side, but like, I don't know if I'd want to be around that.
Big. Sheesh, I don't even know how to transition out of that.
Nah, you got some light stuff, some relationship stuff.
We just unpacked a fair bit there.
What about your integration of your game? Are you gonna do that?
Well, I was gonna tie that into your relationship thing if you're doing that.
I mean, I don't think we got time for that today.
All right. Well, I okay. My question, it's in there, but I don't need to pull it out. But you give me the box so I can do a little product shot. Something? Yeah. So, one of the questions in this I like. I'm not gonna pull it out, but 3 questions. Card game. Getting it on Amazon right now. Perfect stocking stuffer for couples and getting to know yourself. But a question I have in here is, what is one good thing your ex would say about you, and what is one good thing? What is one bad thing, or one thing your ex would say that you need to work on?
Who's going first here?
Which ex are we talking about?
I'll let you decide.
Your most recent ex.
What's one good thing
your most recent ex
your ex would say about you, and what's one thing that they would say that you need to work on?
Communication.
Is that the good thing or the bad thing?
Oh. The bad thing. I need to work on my communication.
That's your real one?
Yeah.
I think you're giving the surface level by.
Well, I need to work on my communication with everything.
So that's the bad thing. What's the good thing?
What's the good thing? That I'm disciplined. I'm a man's man. When you actually get through the door, break down that fence that's just like constantly up, I'll take care of you.
Nice. Me, I would say that the good thing is that I have a very, very big heart. I'm very generous.
That's what your exes would say about you.
That's a good thing.
Generous in what way?
I'm thoughtful.
Every way.
Yeah, that's I think.
Like
I can
support,
see that.
find like every way. Like if I'm going through it, like I'm really, really going through it, and one of my brothers calls me and they're going through it, like I'll drop and like be there for them.
Also, you know the ones that actually take the time to get a gift that you really want.
Yeah.
Not just some random shit that you saw in the store. I'm one of those ones. Like I put thought into shit. I'm a thoughtful person. Like I'll take the time to like really craft this shit together. I don't need you to like tell me.
You're a thoughtful ninja.
Yeah.
I got you.
That they'll give me too.
And what's
your bad one?
What's the she don't want to say?
No. It's not that I don't want to say.
I think I know. She quick at the hip.
No, I'm trying to like. I don't know. and I'm not saying I don't know because I think I'm perfect, because I don't. But
it's there.
I can further my explanation, because the communication thing.
Go ahead.
Rather than just sharing my thoughts, oftentimes I would just hold them in.
Fair.
Whereas nowadays, I think I've explained to many people in the room before, if I go fly a kite, it allows me to just let it out, just breathe and just say whatever it is that's on my mind, as opposed to holding it in. I've gotten better at doing that, just making myself getting myself into a comfortable space, and I can just talk, as opposed to just holding the shit in from before.
You still thinking about it?
Yeah, well, I have one thing, but I don't think it's a bad thing. I personally don't think it's a bad thing.
So, okay, you don't, but they did.
Yeah.
Okay, what
like
was
that,
it?
I always want to talk about everything. Like if there's a problem or if there's something's like an issue, like I just want to talk about it because I want to like fix it and move on. Yeah.
But is it talking, or that you make everything an issue?
Ooh, that's a good one.
Because you want things done in a certain way.
Maybe.
Or is it?
Have you ever thought of it in that way? Just poking some.
No, and the reason I say no is because like I'm not a woman that if you are like, what's wrong? Like you'll know I just won't say anything. Like I won't be like, nothing's wrong. Like I'll be like, yeah, I'm all right. Or like if it has nothing to do with you, like with him. Right? So like if I have a problem in the relationship, I'm not going to sit here, or if you're going to ask me, hey, are you mad? I'm not going to be like, no, I'm fine. I'm not going to lie about that.
You're going to tell them.
Yeah, I'm going to tell you.
Okay.
But before that, like if you don't do that, and then let's say you do something, let's say we're together and you always do one thing and it bothers me and I never ever tell you. And then one day I blow up and I'm like, this is what's been going on, but you never knew that. So for me, I don't ever want to have that situation. So I'm like, I'm going to tell you like, hey, I don't like it when you do this. Or like when you do this, this bothers me or whatever.
But that's what I mean. Like, is it because you're making...
am I making an issue? I'm just telling you, I don't like this. Like this
is the expectation that the person's going to change though? Or are you going to understand that, well, I'm like this? Are you willing to accept me in this way?
I mean, I think that's the perspective.
Compromise.
Can we get one of those like this, like that? Like what would be an example that you're comfortable sharing?
I can't think of something. Give me a second.
All right.
Is it like when you told the dude?
And I'll give her a second.
When you gave the dude the test about like, oh, go get me some butter, and he was like, all right, you got the $25 or whatever it was. Was it?
Yeah, no, but that's not an issue. Like that's not.
But you told
he never made it to boyfriend status.
No. But I was saying you confronted him about it. And you told him that's the reason why we're not.
But he appreciated that. That person appreciated that. Maybe it's something as simple as like
unless he just faked it for another 2 weeks. I don't know.
Yeah, let me get another 20.
I didn't like that. Again, that happened a long time ago, and I didn't talk to him after that. Like it just ended because I'm just like, I'm just turned off. Maybe like communication. Like let's say like I expect to have communication like throughout the day, not all day throughout the day, but like throughout the day. So like maybe that was like an issue, and I was like, you need to communicate more. And he was like, yeah,
I'm bad.
You're right. No. You know what I mean? And then he never did. And then it's always about like the communication. So like
he's out with the boys and he's supposed to let you know that he's there.
No, like I don't like go out, like go do your thing. I could care less, right? But I just mean throughout the day. If you leave in the morning, and then I
send me a text,
never talk to you again all day until you get home. That's crazy.
That's
crazy.
Yo.
Right? Or if I'm, you know what I mean? Like stuff like that. Or if I'm using that as an extreme example, but I mean like I expect if you're my man, like you should also want to talk to me.
So hold on.
And again, not all day throughout the day because everybody's job is different. Count? Yeah, of course.
So if you get like, hey baby, how you doing in the morning? That's good. Doesn't have to be like verbal.
No.
Okay, that's reasonable.
It could be a call, it could be a FaceTime because I love FaceTimes, or it could be a text message.
Gotcha.
It could be any of those things, but something.
Some form of communication
throughout the day.
So I think that's like a common female one.
Yeah, for sure. So what I want to get at, because I'm trying to understand like why they would think that's a bad thing, unless it was like you wanted to talk too much or your style of communicating was assertive. Is like I'm trying to understand like why a guy would find it.
Because a guy just doesn't get it.
But the other thing too is that like if you did all of this from like month 1 to like year 1. Like if you did this whole time and then you just slowly started stopping doing that. That to me, like, okay, you did it before. And the response, the response is also, I mean, yeah, you're right. But like the response is also like, you're right. Like I should do, you're right. Like I'm going to work on it or I'm going to whatever. It was never like, why are you doing this? But then when a fight or something would happen, it's like I'm expecting too, no, I don't even know if it's the word I'm expecting too much, but it's just the communication. Like you always like argue about my communication, but that's how I am. And I'm like, but that's not how you are because you were like this for this long. That's my thing. I think it's like more like the switch up thing because I think that's what makes a difference. Because if you are never like that, then what am I telling you to do? I'm telling you to change who you are. And I'm never you won't catch me doing that again because I'm like, you're not going to. So it doesn't matter how many times I say it and in what way I say it. I'm just always going to be upset.
Got you. Okay.
You can't change a person, you can just change your circumstances.
But if your communication style has never been like that, ever, with me, then how am I complaining to you? I can't.
So to them, it feels 40? Like... So to them...
You could request it. No, I mean...
No, but I'm saying, but if you are... Like, let's say, for example, let's use something as, like... let's say someone really likes to make out or other things. Let's say you really like that, and the other person doesn't like that.
Making out?
Yeah, sure.
Or the other thing?
The other thing. Okay, so let's say that. Okay, any type of oral stuff, right? So let's say you love that and the person doesn't.
Yeah.
And then you're like, hey, you don't do this enough for me.
Yeah.
And another person, well, I don't really like doing it. And I never like doing it. And now you're complaining about it. So how are you complaining about something that I never gave you in the first place?
I understand.
Yeah.
So then what is the point?
Yeah.
Right?
So
but if you always used to do it, and then all of a sudden you're not doing it anymore, then you can be like, why aren't you doing this anymore?
Yeah.
Right? Then you have a leg to stand on. So I guess that's my...
I understand.
How I got there.
I think I get it. So overall, the bad thing is they felt like you communicated too much.
Yeah, I guess. And I don't think that's a bad thing.
I understand it. For me, it's similar to Bunk because I'm a workaholic. And communication, what I've consistently heard in the past is put them second or third.
Like you're not giving them enough attention?
Well, in terms of like my endeavors, like money, like even my therapist, like, oh, what's the most important thing to you? Like I was like in your, rank your, in your preference, like career, like, and like career money was like top for me. And maybe that has something to do with how I grew up. When you have a lack, you get what I'm saying?
So would you put, let's say it was your anniversary or like a special occasion, would you put work before that?
No, because that's a big moment. I'm not going to let big moments, birthdays, all of that, I'm not going to do that. But I'm just saying on the day-to-day, like
if you had dinner plans.
I'm not going to, anything that's in the calendar that's set in stone, I'm not going to miss or
okay,
for the most part. But what I'm trying to say is, like, you're talking about the communication. A lot of times, I'm that person that you were describing where it's like, you're not hearing much until like the end of the day. Right? Yes, it could be a text message, but certain people, that's not good enough.
But are you like that from jump?
Yes.
Then you don't have, then.
In your rationale, yes. But I'm just saying, like, sometimes when you get with people, they feel like they could
mold you.
That's a fact.
That's they mold you because they see like, oh, he's 80% good, but if I could just,
if I can get this other,
just twist it this way.
Sometimes they don't even know what they're doing. It's almost like they're in love with this person, but now it's like, all right, let me fuck that up and make it something else. And I don't even know why I want that.
Well, because I think people tend to fall in love with the potential of other people.
1,000.
But it's like you are creating that potential for that person. You don't even know if that's what they like, what they are. Yeah, exactly.
I think it's never enough.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. So a simpler way to explain it is like I've been selfish with my time. And I don't mean that in a greedy way. It's not like I'm doing bullshit. It's just I'm involved in a lot of things, and so it's sometimes they're coming second or third, and I could see that because I'm a workhorse.
Would you try to include them in some of the things you do?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So that's your compromise.
That's after years of learning that and then getting that feedback. And then I would also say, like, in terms of a good thing, similar to Bun as well, is very thoughtful. I'm very creative when it comes to the gifts and the stuff. Like, I'll remember like the smallest thing you said on this day, and I will build.
When's
on
your
that.
birthday again?
Yeah.
July 26th. I'm a Leo. A July Leo though. So I heard there's a difference. That's the reason why I said that.
Yeah.
But I'll give you a small example. I went on a first date with this girl a little while back, and she told me she used to have an R&B group. She used to sing. And so...
That's cool.
She's from the city?
Yeah.
Whoa. Where's the question? Like, what's up, man?
Don't do no investigating. But anyways, right? So this is a while back, and so I the date, I went to the Ripley's
Aquarium.
Yeah, the jazz night, which is like the second Friday of whatever. And
it sounds recent.
Like it was almost 2 years ago.
Opened up not too long ago.
Huh? Yeah, with it like
been open for a long time.
Like I'm we just got trying to place the dates over here.
We're doing Pre's job for her. I'm saying she taught us well. She taught us well.
Oh, this is so cute.
Remember,
I was more looking at it like, how do you remember that?
Remember this guy that discovered the murder of Biggie Smalls and Pac. So I gotta remember who I'm talking to. No, but yeah, it's fairly recent, within 2 years, right? But so that's where the night started off, and then I took her. I actually took her. I don't even know if I took her back to the office where I work. Some people know.
I thought you said to the listing room.
No. I've been there though. But and so before I even took her there, I created like a special R&B playlist. So when I got to the office,
not a
playlist. Yo,
look at you.
The playlist, I know the ones.
I had a nice little playlist.
Spotify, Apple Music. What do you want?
This is great.
You already know the answer to that question. And then
this guy's gonna come up with a Ripley's Aquarium playlist next
because we've been chatting a little bit. So I was like, "Yeah, what do you want, Thai or whatever?" And they were both her favorite foods. And she's like, "Oh, let's go with Thai." So we ordered Thai, and then I brought her. I had a gift. And because I knew she was like used to write and then the music and this and that, so I got the Tupac poetry book or whatever. And
This is the first date.
First date, and I wrote a little note in there too. I can't remember what the hell I said.
Oh, but you remember when Ripley's is, right?
But anyways, long story to say that like she told me like hands down
that was like the best date.
Top 2 dates she ever been on or whatever, but like anyways, creative, thoughtful.
Yeah, I'm curious to know what's number one there, like top 2.
I don't know. Helicopter ride? I don't know. I've never done anything like that.
This guy. Yeah.
I've done a couple of those. I've done a helicopter ride.
Oh, you did a helicopter ride date?
Nah, it was a plane. Still.
Just get it right.
He did, but I did a helicopter in the
That
States,
was on the first date though. I was seeing her for a while.
Oh, okay. First date. That's
what's the something good and bad that your ex would say?
I'm still trying to think about which ex we're talking about right now.
Yesterday, most recent.
I know. I'm playing. From a compliment side, I would say loving father. I think that becomes really clear. And I'm not trying to jump on board this whole thing, but it seems like it's becoming a theme. But for me, it would also be something to do with the time. One would be to change it a little bit, like taking on too much. It'd be like, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, and then like I'm kind of doing too much of all of this and like not enough of this at all. And where did this come from? Like, you know, also just managing it. Like I'll miss certain things sometimes, like where it's like we have a plan and she'll have to remind me. And the reminder's like, oh, I got to remind you this. Like you didn't know this. If I didn't tell you, you wouldn't have forgot. So yeah, I flaw there.
You remember a few episodes?
The thing with that is that I just feel like people.
Just say it.
People make time for the things that they want to make time for. Period. So I don't like. There's no
Corey.
There's,
Please.
I'm never gonna go back and forth with this. Like, you will make, if you have to go to work, you will go to work. You will make time for the things you want, whatever's important to you and what is a priority for you. And if it's not a priority for you, you will not make time for it.
You know what? This is why I don't date. Like, no, I'm not even trying to be funny right now. Like, there are certain things that I'm just not over right now. Like, being super straight up.
And that's fair.
Yeah. So to me, it's like a lot of the relationships that I've been in post divorce, separation, whatever, have
relationships sort of, or just like situationships?
A little bit of both, because they develop into their own thing, right?
Yeah, whatever.
They've been fluke. Like, it wasn't really planned. It wasn't like I was looking for it. It sort of organic. Just happened. Yeah. So I made it really clear from the beginning. I feel like I could repeat this verbatim, and I've shared this before. Yo, like, we could try this whole thing, but put yourself first.
Because I'm putting myself first.
I'm definitely putting myself first. And if we can make it work like that, great. Like that. But at no point am I putting myself second, because I've done that for too long. I lost too much doing that, and I have like PTSD at this point. Like, of like, as soon as I see certain signs, and it might not even be like a regular thing for you, but as soon as I start seeing that, it's rough. So I totally accept the not making the time and fucking all that up, and it might not be as important. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So and that's respectfully to everybody. That's just where I'm at. Like, I really need to do this right now, and this is what I mean by even the motivation thing that I was asking you before. For a while, like, I was so used to putting myself second, third, whatever, and then also being put second, third, whatever, that I can't do that anymore. Like, I just can't do that to myself anymore.
I get that.
Because no one gives a fuck what you've done for them. And I hate to come out like that.
Especially the narcissist.
You could change someone's life, and it'll be more like, what have you done for me now?
Yeah.
And all of the things that you could write a novel about that you've done, like, quite literally change someone's life, their personality, make them believe in God. And I'm not even being sarcastic.
Dude,
like,
Diddy gave my boy $100.
Yeah. It don't matter.
Struggling out here. It's $100.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. So, if we're playing by those rules, I just can't. Like, I'm too scared to set myself up again.
No, I mean, I get it.
Yeah.
I get it. And it's all about, like, everyone's priorities are different, right? So, and I don't think it's a bad thing for you to put yourself first. I think you should. And I think
100%.
you should, like, everyone should. But, like, you just, it's whatever your priorities are at the time.
Yeah.
And
so
that's just where.
I did want to go back to what you were saying about, like, you know, if it's important to you, make time for you. Yes, I
somebody's mic. Check your cable. Just press it.
So I agree. Overall, I do agree with that statement, but I think it's kind of at least in my purview, it's I think it's very similar to the notion or the belief in work-life balance.
I keep going.
Yeah, so where some people are like, yeah, you can strive for work-life balance, but you know, when you really look at it, you can have work-life balance, but it doesn't happen consistently. Like, if you look at a course of a month, 30 days, it's not like you're going to be able to spend an equal amount of time with your family and kids every day. It might be the first 6 months of the year is you grinding out. You're barely home.
Did you say first 6 months?
Buddy.
6 months of the year.
That's crazy.
I'm just using an example.
I know guys that are grinding it out for decades.
Hold on, like, I'm just using that example where the first 6 months of the year, you're barely seeing your kids, your family.
All that.
But then maybe the last 3 months, you're home 70% of the day, and that's where you get to have the balance is made up in the last quarter of the year. So it's not like it happens evenly throughout the year. So when I think of your statement where it's like, you know, if you'll make time for it, there's times where it's not that I don't have this desire. It's not that you're not valued. It's just that these things that I'm working on right now will allow me
propel us down the line.
Will propel us
provide more time.
There's always a level of sacrifice.
Yep.
There's always a level of compromise. And so it's not to say
understanding.
It's not to say that you're not important or that you're not valued. You just like this is
but
going.
Women don't want to hear that in the initial stages.
But that's not okay. But that's not even. I don't want
to believe the women don't want to say that part, because now to tie this into the whole thing that's going on with Akash and Jasleen, If you guys watch that interview on Flagrant right now,
buddy.
Yeah, like
4 minutes in and I turned that shit off.
Yeah, outside of all the like what she was saying, the part that I do admire about it, if it's
because she worked,
true, not that, but it's just their closeness. Like where he's confident enough to be like, nah, she's been with me when I was like rock bottom, and you know that's why these rumors don't bother me or what people are saying don't. That's a different kind of confidence, bro. When you have someone by your side, in this case, your partner, your spouse, that could hold you down through all that, because that shit ain't easy. And I think that builds a tighter bond that's somewhat irreplaceable. And I'll even pose this question. I think losing your virginity to somebody has that like that natural connection with that person where it's like, I don't want to say more true love, but I think there's more of like a, like that organic love that you can't really compare to anything else at that phase. Would you agree with that?
Nah.
Nah? Okay. I guess, whatever. I guess if you're just beaten and gone, like that's different. But I mean, like, if you have like that first relationship and you lose your virginity to it, like, I think there's.
What if you don't? It's not a relationship though.
That's what I'm saying. If you're just beaten and you're gone, if
it's a relationship, maybe. Yeah, if it's a relationship, sure. But if not, if it could just be.
Yeah.
Because what if you saw that same girl that you lost your virginity to on road right now? What, you're gonna feel away?
No, I'm saying if
it's a relationship,
like people that lose their like high school sweethearts and they're still together, right? Yeah. And I get that differs as well, because then sometimes you want to see, what's the grass like on the other side, right? However, that connection that they have and that ability to like hold each other down throughout life, that friendship that they've created, that sacrifice that they're willing to face just to know that like, we're a unit. I think that's more prominent in relationships where you may have lost your virginity or you've been with X for so long where you're willing to put up with whatever it is, right? I guess I was kind of trying to tie that into their relationship, because even her, she's like, I was willing to work while this guy kind of figured out his shit. I don't know how long that lasts, but
so
it's an investment of time.
You had a point, like you was about to.
When Corey was explaining the whole like understanding that I'm gonna put this work in right now because down the line.
So like, in terms of like anything, in terms of like grinding and doing this and that, and I need to put in all this work for 6 months, blah 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 blah, all this stuff. I think anything like that is an excuse, period. Point blank. I've had 4 jobs at one time, and in school, and doing this and doing that. But if I want to make time and if I want to see, like, I will. If I have to work on my business till like 3, 4 in the morning, come over, hang out, make it work, figure it out. So if you're grinding for 6 months because you need to reach this level and whatever. First of all, your partner should like support you and help you do that somehow. Agreed. So there is no excuse. There's no reason for you to be like, because I'm grinding.
But you're talking about partner though.
Yeah.
How often are we allowing ourselves to get into those spaces to become partners as opposed to just like,
that I don't know. All I'm saying is that if you're in a position where you're just like, I need to grind to get to this level, hopefully you're with someone that also is like a hustler and it has that ambition and has that drive too. But no one's too busy. I don't care who you are.
Hold up.
No one is too busy to make the time in whatever capacity that looks like to make that person important. If that's just not your priority, then that's fine. Then just say that. Just don't say I'm hustling too hard to do this, because that's not true.
It doesn't have to be
it's how I feel.
But would you attribute, I'm assuming, quality times your love language or one of them, like the top rated ones?
Of course, but that could be in different way. Like you don't have to be directly beside me. Like any logical person would have to understand, like, you can't be with your partner 24/7. Like, obviously, that's insane. First of all, that is crazy.
That goes without saying. But
so I'm saying you can still make the time. You're not working from 9 a.m. to 8:59 a.m. the next day. That's not what you're doing.
I understand that. So
the point that I'm trying to make is
maybe it can happen every day.
What I'm trying to say
or
is
every other day or whatever.
I think it makes a big difference on what your love language is. So for example, what you're saying has to work in your world because you put a lot of value on that. Again, I get that the person's not sitting beside you 24 hours. Duh, that's like not happening.
Why you got to do the voice?
Just to because it's obvious, right? But in your world, maybe the girl that you're with doesn't put as much value on the quality time, and she gets that part of it. And if you're trying to make someone understand that the value of that values the time so much, now you're asking them to change something that's natural to them. Whereas they might have the same hustler mindset as you, where they're like, yo, I get it. Yo, 6 months, you got to do this. All right, cool. Yeah, I got to do this too. We're going to do this together. But you can't have someone change their organic behavior where, no, like, what are you talking about? You're not going to be able to message me or talk to me or call me. Like, make time for me.
Yeah.
So I think the love language thing plays a role.
I just don't think in 24 hours someone doesn't have time to text someone. That's crazy.
We're not. Yeah.
So all I'm saying, in like all encompassing, like weather, quality time, physical touch, all these things are my love language too. But it's like I'm logical. But if you're like, I can't see you for 6 months,
I didn't say
bye.
I didn't. So again, I wasn't saying I can't see you for 6 months.
In the extreme.
It just means that like the time that we would normally spend is going to be minimized through this period, right? Whatever it's 3 months, 6 months, the number is arbitrary. It just means like, and I think you get it, but like
it could be I gotta go away for 3 months on contract for my promotion or whatever.
That's very different. Then what would you do? I don't know. FaceTime. Hey, maybe go visit them.
No, I get it.
You know what I mean? Like there's all I'm saying is that there are ways in which things can happen and things can work if you want them to.
No,
that's it.
I hear you.
What I'm saying is the missing 3 months part. That could be a problem for somebody that attributes physical touch as their main love language.
Yeah.
So
but then you're not reasonable.
What's reasonable to you may not be reasonable to this person, and vice versa.
Fair.
So it's always going to be, a different case.
I think just to touch on the cash thing. I know this is I think the last thing you're discussing. I think the only blie that I give Jasleen, is that her name?
Yeah.
Is that
or Jizleen?
This guy.
She got that in the comments. Like that was her main one.
Was that she was with him on the come up, so to speak.
Yeah.
But like still, I think there's a certain level of there's a certain level of, I don't know if respect is like, there's just certain things that I think you should have for your husband. Like, for example, look,
I get what you're saying.
Like the part where she was like on her podcast where she's like talking about her best friend's husband.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
No, that's crazy.
Even if that's true,
don't say that
publicly.
Yeah, come on.
Like behind closed doors, whatever.
But this goes right back to them. If they're that comfortable, why not? Who are you to have your opinion? You wouldn't want that, but he's got jokes about him himself to the point where it don't bother him because he's that comfortable with her.
I just have a hard time
believing it.
I have a hard time thinking that they are as rock solid
as they're making out to
be.
No,
I think that's for sure.
As they're making it out to be. And listen, that's not to say that everyone is out there is rock solid, but like even the whole her explanation about public display of affection.
Yeah.
How she gets weird about it.
Bashful.
I'm like, I think there's a little bit of an excuse there.
100%.
And get it. I'm not a PDA guy.
But how can that be true if you go on your podcast and you're talking about like your pussy and your this and that and this?
Exactly.
So I'm sorry. I'm bashful, but hey, let me talk about my.
Nah, I'm with her.
Whatever.
I'm just arguing the other point with everything right now to make it interesting.
I agree,
but
and I also think respect your husband, your man. Like, what do you do? You're just on. What are you doing?
But you know what?
I just think it's crazy.
Not to back her up, just to play that game. Yeah, some girls don't like to be called a bitch at all. So the fact that he's sitting there calling her a bitch on the show, he references her as a bitch or a whore multiple times in his comedy and all that. So being like, I don't know.
She's like, oh, I'm retaliating.
I'm not saying she's retaliating. I'm just saying that there's a lot of women that take complete offense to that. Like, so if we're talking about respect, it's like he's also disrespectful in that regard. I remember I was with anyway, would you want to be called a bitch? Like, at all? Like, do you have a thing with that?
Depends on how you call her.
Valid.
Yeah.
But some people don't even care how you call it, yo. Like I've been with girls where I'm like saying it like, yo, you're a bad bitch.
Yeah,
and I was like, nah, what?
Exactly.
Like it just flips out.
And then it's, yeah.
You like how I changed my voice there, though?
Yeah, no, but I
Put it in the comments.
I think she's talking out of both sides of her mouth. And I think there's something else going on there. And
I think so too, man.
I think this was the best way for them to spin it with their PR. Like, I think it's the best turnaround.
Genius.
They made it like Springer.
Yo, they did. I've never watched a single episode from beginning to end. No disrespect, but like,
and you got through this entire thing. I couldn't do it. I tried.
I forced myself to do it, but I thought it was kind of interesting. Like, I wanted to do it. I wanted to see what.
I know you're playing devil's advocate about, okay, they're cool with it, this and that, but like, I can't imagine any man, even if they're cool with it, would want their woman to say that publicly, knowing that it's probably not going to be received. Hold up. The thing. So imagine this.
Hold up.
Your girl's saying how big her best friend's husband's piece is.
Yeah, that's
and how
wild.
Like she would do him, and when like. Like
Like there's certain things it's too far. Like you can't come back for. Okay, if you've never had a podcast, you've never done anything. All these things, your man has been publicly saying like, oh yeah, we've been together for this. We were both for all this stuff, and then you just come on your podcast and continuously shit on him. And then try to like backtrack it by like, oh, I didn't know what that meant, or I don't blah blah blah, or da da da. Like you're dumb and you're stupid.
Yeah, I'll go with that. I love this. I love that you're beefing with her.
And and what are you doing? Like, no one thinks you're that dumb.
Yeah.
And you're gonna sit here and also you're playing off the fact that they're I don't know what Indian or brown or whatever they are, and it's like, in my culture, like it's bashful. You just talked about how you had a train ran on you in college, so shut the fuck up.
That's what I don't suggested it.
You're
whatever.
Yeah.
Also suggested the fact that she woke up with her ass hurting.
Yes.
From a day or whatever. So like, don't use my culture. I'm bashful. This and this and this and this, and then turn around and say that.
It's like a double standard. It's like let me play the innocent role when I can, and then let me play the slut hole role when I can. Like it's like you can't be on both sides. It's kind of like that guy. You can't clap with one hand.
Diddy ad-libs?
And from the man perspective, and I know I was saying this to you really quickly offline, was that the reason why I think Akash puts up with that is I think that's because that's the best
he could do.
But that's because
sorry.
I think he could do a lot better right now, yo.
Maybe maybe now.
He's hella awkward. Sorry.
Maybe now he can because
Akash, I tried.
Maybe
he's got a tour coming up in Toronto still.
Maybe now he can pull something. But I'm just
funny.
You think now because of this?
No, what I'm just saying, because of his success, maybe you'd have more options. But at the time, I could promise you, Jaslyn was probably the best he could ever have, based on
where he was at.
Where he was at, like she was. Most people would say that from a look perspective, she was out of his league.
Yeah, but also
10, 12 years.
You're now saying like your jizz or your dick smells like a homeless person.
Yeah, what the fuck's that about?
How are you coming back from that?
That's gross.
That's crazy.
That's disgusting.
You're not that.
That's not even funny.
So like, as a man, how are you going back to that? Like, oh. Yeah, let's do. Like, shut up. Sorry.
The same way they use the whole wrestling, like, this could just be that, bro.
Yeah, I don't know what's what anymore.
Bullshit.
I think it was just the best way to spin it.
Storyline garbage.
PR-wise.
You know what's crazy though? Like, I think we've gotten this is a great example of it. I think we've gotten so immune to like something being like woo or like that's it, that we don't know what's real anymore. This could be a complete spin. Or it could also be the truth, but it's just so boring that we don't want to buy it anymore. Yeah. And that's just what this is going to become more and more frequently, to the point where we're
honestly,
just left guessing.
If it's a gimmick, it's a bad one, because I'm just like, yo, from a man to man perspective, like I almost got secondhand embarrassment for homie, and I don't know him personally. Like you would never want your partner to talk about like that's just
you really wouldn't. You really wouldn't.
I think the gimmick part is literally just for views. That's it. Like I don't think it's because like it's gonna make their reputation.
That's horrible.
Better. I just felt like
I think that's where we're at in society.
Exactly.
If you watch it though, I just felt like he looks so uncomfortable. And
he always looks
and then your
uncomfortable.
homies are sitting there, and then like everything that they had to reinterpret with the black guy, like it's like, yo, what does a roster mean? Please tell us, Alex Media. And it's like, yo, how do you not know anything? You're in pop culture to some extent. Like
he's in a permanent state of discomfort, is how he looks in his face.
Okay, guys, I think that's enough shitting on Ikosh for the week, yo.
Yeah, I kind of no. Pre, keep going. Like this is different.
Calling him? He's got a nickname.
He's
now.
got a bunch of nicknames.
What is it?
Something to do with like ATM. They did Akash. I don't know. Whatever. Something. Anyways, God bless him.
I was gonna say, shout out Flagrant and everybody who watches that shit.
Yeah, great.
Andrew Schultz.
Great show.
We said Ikosh is coming to Toronto.
Oh, you gotta give me 5 months.
So Ikosh is coming to Toronto.
He is coming to Toronto.
You know when or
I think it's
next month.
Nah, it's like I think March. He's got 4 sold out shows. He's got a 5th one going on.
Well, yeah, I would assume this would be one of his biggest markets.
He put like 100%. He should have put it in Brampton.
Brampton.
Yeah,
But like,
there's 10 shows at that point,
right?
Yeah.
You do a residency in Brampton.
I think Toronto, like on a business level, I think Toronto's underrated at how big our scene really is for comedians to want to come out here. We're so diverse that anybody could come out.
Isn't Montreal the scene in Canada though?
It is because of Just Laughs. But I feel like they went broke and got bought out by another company, so maybe it wasn't managed correctly. But that's that event. Okay. So it's not just people randomly going out there. Like here, you could just do your own individual tour and you're good, right? Example, 6 sold out shows.
Whatever. Hey, Nats, I'm about to do my football picks, yo. I got on my Money Trees playlist, I got 2 Diddy songs. More Money, More Problems, the ad-libs.
You're not dancing to that anymore?
All About the Benjamins.
Yeah, I can rap that.
This was the last time about the year. It's All About the Benjamins.
That track, especially.
All About the Benjamins?
All 3 verses.
That's the better one? All right. I think the Texans might upset Kansas City this week. And really put them...
Kansas, that's it.
The last 3 weeks I've been riding Kansas City, no Diddy. Because Mahomes has just never performed this bad. But after watching the actual games and not just watching the score, Mahomes don't look like Mahomes.
He's not. I feel like his confidence is shot a bit.
I had said to one of my brothers last week, I think he might be going through something personally.
This is his roughest year by far.
Like he just don't look good.
Comes out like that though. Like you could already see it.
You know, like typically he sees like the plays like 3-4 ahead, and like he's not running like he would. Like he's just not. He's not him.
I hope it's nothing serious, but I can just see a year from now, 2 years from now, like doing a documentary of some sort, and there's some story that comes out. Yeah, like something's going on.
Yeah, he could be.
Because he don't look like
it really happens.
But it's always interesting to see how players handle like a bad season,
how they overcome it.
Yeah, because it'll tell you a lot about their character. But to your point, maybe there is something happening behind the scenes that will reveal itself in a couple of years.
I think this is
even bad season, bad game to game too, right? And then you have like the
I think,
oh my God, broadcasters like just now they're all talking things and all these things, so like all these things can get into your head. And then you gotta fight that.
I think reasons like this is why you hold people like Kobe and Jordan at such a high bar.
Kawhi too.
But you know what's interesting about that? Those guys are also borderline narcissists.
No, for sure. It depends how you use it.
It's kind of like how stubbornness and persistence is the same muscle.
Oh, for sure.
Right? So it's the same thing.
I see where you're going with that, but with narcissists need believers. They need people to tell them that they're right and believe the type of lies and shit that they're telling them. One of the references I got a couple years ago was I was looking at this whole narcissism thing. The example was Wizard of Oz. Is it Wizard of Oz? Alice in Wonderland, where the witch has the flying monkeys. Which one is that? Alice in Wonderland or Wizard of Oz? Wizard of Oz. Anyways, the flying monkeys are the ones that the narcissist, the witch, would tell them, and they're the ones that remind them all the time. Like, oh yeah, you are right, and this is the narrative that I'm spewing out here. Also, and just like Diddy did with the bloggers during his court trial.
But also a core difference would be like you're craving attention as a narcissist.
No, for sure.
Kobe and or Jordan ain't craving that.
Sure. I think it's more of them having that same conversation in the mirror and telling them that I'm the man.
They came in
I'm
like
the
that.
man on
I'm
this.
superior.
That's report. That's self-belief.
And I wasn't mad even when you were talking about like talking to yourself in the mirror. That's that Diddy shit.
Yeah.
The thing is, Diddy mastered getting that out and telling people, but then he manipulated things in situations where it's like, you're actually a scumbag though. You have this talent where you're able to do this. You're able to fuel me in this way, but you still do people dirty.
But on like the reason I don't see it as a complete comparison,
it's not.
Because I also feel that they're sort of small and actually insecure on the low. Hence wanting that attention.
No, I get that.
Yeah, whereas these guys are like, nah, I know I'm the man. Oh, I don't care about you. Like, I'm going to go jam on your head anyway. Like, you know what I mean? But like, I see that.
It's kind of like how I feel. This is a weird example, but to me, whenever I see guys trying to be too flashy, that's a sign of insecurity to me.
Oh, for sure.
Fuck you.
And I wasn't talking about you.
Sure, he knows you're Robin.
But you know, or when I
don't make me reveal that.
or when I see guys like when they come into the space, they want to be the loudest or the center of the attention, and it's just so deliberate. I'm like, oh, okay. Wonder what this guy's dealing with. But like I that's how I kind of.
But you don't do that for fun sometimes? To like just play that role?
What, be loud?
Both.
Yeah.
Be the quiet guy or be the loud guy?
For fun.
But you could be loud but so subtle at the same time.
For sure.
And once you master that talent,
for sure,
nobody can tell you nothing.
Calm down, Robin.
I promise you.
Right. But you could do the opposite too. Like you could play just to see what happens. Like just like maybe I'm just different now.
No,
I like being the quiet guy. I like being in situations where like you find out who the loud guy is because you're being the quiet guy. Well, just to play that role for a minute, be like, all right, cool. Like, that's interesting.
There's some people that believe.
I'm saying too much.
Usually, the quietest guy at the table is the one that's pulling the strings.
They say that.
There's some people that believe that.
Yeah.
So, I could see that.
There's advantages to being heard last. Definitely.
Is that you tapping your foot now, buddy? We got a scammer because I got a music pick.
No, I didn't. Like I could definitely pull one up, but I'm just looking at the time, kind of thing. Like
no, right. Well,
and the tapping.
Not the tapping. My music pick for the week was Shaw Clear. Any of you guys taking that album?
No, I didn't even know that.
Shaw Clear dropped a new album, yo.
Shaw Clear dropped a new
album.
I'm definitely gonna go listen to that.
Why?
After 19 years, this guy's doing Shaw Clear.
Why?
Dirty, bro.
This guy let out his New York. For real.
I'm not hating it.
I'm not mad at it, yo, because on some West End man thing, bro.
No, I'm not
I'm not a Scarborough fan, and he's from that side.
I'm not mad at it. I just don't know. Like, I don't know if anyone was asking. Like, yo, Shaw Clear, you need to drop.
Yo, hold up. We are going to do a scammer. We're going to do a scammer. I'm going to make it real quick, and it's too perfectly fitting, okay?
Right.
We don't have to put up no video, but, like, give me the music, because this is hilarious.
Well, yeah, he dropped a new project. But I was kind of surprised by it, too.
Shout out to Shaw Clear.
I was happy to see, like, an OG in the rap game from Canada actually still put together a package and...
definitely 50? Touching 50.
Surprisingly, SB, you might like this part, though. He has an ODB feature on there.
Whoa.
I actually met Shaw Clear, actually. Shit, I shouldn't have said that. I think I got a picture of him. Nice guy.
Yeah.
I didn't mean that.
Be careful of guys like this.
I didn't mean that.
Can't switch that up quick. Yeah.
Yo, Toronto's a small place, man.
This guy knew what he was talking about. He said the whole thing about the flashy guy. He's taking a shot at me still.
I don't need anybody rolling up on me.
Mr. wearing his 2 watches and shit. Like, this one is to check my fucking blood pressure, and this one's to tell the time.
Absolutely. I'm biohacking. 1,000.
He's also got a feature from Bishop on there. Rest in peace, Bishop Brigante. Remember I told you I'll bring him back up again later. Kim Davis is on there and Socrates is on there as well. 14 tracks. It's only 48 minutes.
No Cardinal.
It's a decent listen. Rochester's on there too.
Shout out to Cardinal.
Yeah.
I felt like Cardinal wanted to be that guy, but then Drake ended up being that guy for the city.
I mean, he was that guy before Drake became that guy, though.
I don't think Cardinal quite got there.
I think
my
he got
opinion.
there.
My
Why
opinion.
not? He had the #1 single in like the U.S.
I'm
got signed to Akon. They blew up together.
But I mean, I understand that, and this is where people talk about numbers, how numbers could be misleading. I don't think Cardinal had the impact on the culture. Like, if you were to go down stateside right now and ask the average rap fan who Cardinal is, I am not confident they would know. They would know.
And that's a fair suggestion. But I mean, like, who does have that level of an impact comparison to Drake? Like, that's just crazy. What are you comparing us to? But it's like apples and oranges. But almost, I mean, you know what I mean?
But what I'm trying to say is, if you think of guys who put on their city, Master P in New Orleans, you think of Nelly, St. Louis. Every major city has that guy. Cardinal was supposed to be that guy, but didn't end up being that guy. Drake is that guy synonymous with Toronto, not Cardinal.
I get that. And
that's what I'm trying to say.
No, and I agree with that, right? But like, if you look at the time frame between how quickly Drake came up under Cardinal, it's like, if you got the best thing coming out of it's almost like saying, okay, so Master P is definitely known for New Orleans, but I mean, Lil Wayne's probably known more as New Orleans right now, right? So it's, I get your point too, but I'm just saying, I think he was that guy when he was there.
Our generation and things we were able to track. So
and then even to put eyes on Drake, I feel like he brought eyes in Toronto and Canada as a whole in that sense, where it's like, okay, let's go find some talent out there. But whatever.
Let me get your scammer music real quick.
Yeah.
Damn it! Every week it's like the 1 week I didn't have the window already open. Ready to go.
It's all good.
That sounded like a pause too. We got to record this with the metas. Like, what's up?
Why you have to say that like that? It's just funny. It's just like it's more in-house funny. Like, you know what I mean? All right, this is gonna be super fitting. Let me know when you're ready.
It better be good, bro.
I think it's funny. Like, I don't know if you guys.
Teros Knots is gonna be pissed.
You know what? I think Knots gonna laugh at this at some point too when he wakes up. All right. Quick heads up. Do your own research. That might be a scammer too. But this is posted on straight out of the 6 TV on IG, okay? So this Tuesday, during a White House cabinet meeting, President Donald Trump appeared to struggle to stay awake. Closing his eyes,
you know what?
at times seemed to nod off. The 70 closing his eyes at times, seeming to nod off. The 79-year-old president made the remarks after criticizing media coverage, suggesting he is facing the realities of aging in office. The meeting lasted 2 hours and 18 minutes, during which Trump occasionally appeared drowsy as cabinet members went around the room outlining their work and offering praise. There is a video that we'll probably attach where you clearly see him like gone, and then he'll just like nod, occasionally tap his foot, wake up, and like, you know, yeah.
That's some guy that I used to work with got let go. Not a few weeks ago for that same reason, man. I fell asleep in the business meeting, bro.
That's rough. That's rough.
Happens. I can't say anything.
That's never happened to you guys though? You've ever knocked out at work?
I don't do that.
No?
Never.
You've never knocked out at work?
I've put my head down and gone to sleep like on purpose at work.
Yeah.
Because I could.
Oh, I've done all that.
Actually, no, I'm lying.
Yeah.
I'm lying.
What do you do?
Years
that
and
was
years
my
and
old
years
job.
ago.
I used to work for I work for the government, but in a different position.
You the feds?
No.
Okay.
No.
Nah, yo, Nods, you ever worked a woodbine shift? Doing camera in like upper pan or lower pan? You know those ones, bro?
In the winter with the heater?
Bro, you're by yourself up there, bro, doing the camera with the TV between races. Like sometimes you're sitting there for like 10, 15 minutes while they're on the other side. Bro.
Knock it off.
Upper pan. Are you there? Who's on lower? Can you pan over? Bro, niggas is out there knocking out. But I guess before we get out of here, any more shout outs now? I guess shout out Face.
Yo, shout out to Zealous Authentic Pictures.
Yeah, those guys. Shout out First King too, by the way. You couldn't even see my hoodie. Oh, sure, but If you need a hoodie, go check out
y'all talked really quickly. You said your Spotify Wrapped. Who's y'all number one?
Oh, hold on, just before we do that, great question though. But like, but on the real, like I get that we're always shouting out Zealous in the beginning of the whole thing, but that entire show was covered from beginning to end.
Your comedy show,
correct? By Zealous, and if you got a live show of any sort, like I would highly recommend considering or going with Zealous, get your quote, whatever it is, because he's providing a premium service for a live show. And I don't know how many people do it at the level that he does it at. So that's just no cap, no nothing. Just, the footage will speak for itself.
But this my YouTube. This video by YouTube.
Going to the rap, whatever you're asking there.
Who's your top?
I don't have Spotify.
Bro, I'm about to nah.
Yeah.
Crazy. We need to switch you over. You missing out.
Like
Blue Bubble Gang.
Nah, man. You need to switch over. Nah. We gotta
SB's on Spotify.
Yeah, I'm on there.
That over.
Hey man, I'm not trying to shout at the competition either, so I don't know what to tell you. I got a Spotify account, but I use the other joint.
They gave you a bunch of those. So when you wrap it up, right? Like Nas was definitely one of them for me.
So
and then,
but it says top 5.
Yeah, Ludovico Anati was another one. I don't remember the other 3.
Can you just open your app? Doesn't it tell you?
I'm looking for it right now. I don't know how much time we got.
You got yours.
So I know a lot of people criticize me for being too American, not repping the city enough.
Just Drake's your number one, right?
Stop with the disclaimer. Stop with the disclaimer.
Listen, so I want
Drake's
you to know.
Number one.
I don't even believe you. Let me see.
My number one is Tory Lanez.
Yeah.
Number one artist.
Yeah.
He was in my top 5.
My number one artist is Tory Lanez.
All right, so let's go back and forth. So I got Nas as number 1.
Number 2 is Drake.
Number 2 is Ludovico Anati.
Number 3 is Amaria BB.
Number 3 is Lofi Afrobeats.
Number 4 is Logic.
Number 4 is
Logic. Yo, I'm ready to wrap this up, bro. Like, let me hit the chimes, bro.
Let me hit my
Remember that perspective is life's only juicy.
Number 4 is Lloyd Banks.
My number 5 is Cookie Kawhi.
Number 5 is Mobb Deep.
Yeah, and my top 5 songs: Blurred by Tory Lanez, Phone Sex by Tory Lanez, I Like by Tory Lanez.
It's a lot of Tory Lanez, all right? Shout out Tory.
Big.
It's a lot of certain type of songs that you have on there. Just saying.
Yo, the red.
She don't miss, eh?
You had a lot of time this year.
You know the vibes.
You weren't hustling for 6 months this year, were you? Okay. That's cool. So you can make the time. That's cute.
That's a good one.
That's crazy. See how she trying to calm me down? Yo, this she's a shooter, you know.
Look at your hands.
Yo, the show is almost done. You just have to clack, 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 clack. She just put
As she should.
Put two with me. That is crazy.
I really feel like I had one last time. Oh, we never got to play the R. Kelly. I'll show you guys after.
It's okay.
Oh man. But when you see us, say what's up. Corey, plug your stuff one more time, bro. 3 questions.
Yeah,
Go
man.
check it out. Amazon, perfect stocking
Amazon
stuffer.
right now. 3 questions card game, perfect stocking stuffer.
Good for family time.
Friend time. Want to get to know your partner. Want to build your own self confidence because you don't want to be cheating yourself out of opportunities. You don't want to be slacking your macking. When you see that girl on the street that you want to talk to, you don't want to be inside your head. You want to be ready to go.
You want to be a man.
Or maybe in the boardroom.
I went out on Saturday still.
Oh yeah, I
should have included that.
No, say it right now.
Now we gotta get out of here. Now we're ready to go.
So you went out on Saturday?
I'll tell you off here, man.
But yeah, that's it.
That's terrible.
And Amazon right now, go get it. It's on sale, $29.99. Let's go.
And Merry Christmas to anyone who's watching this the week of Christmas because it's approaching quickly. But like I said,
happy holidays.
When you see us, say what's up. Be kind to your elders, and remember that life's only true superpower is perspective.
Is that the end quote?
Yeah. SB always steps all over it though.
Yeah, no, I say and or awareness. I think it's awareness though.
We'll be back next week.